We are back. It was only a momentary setback. And we're back again, just like that. Just like that. Time happens fast. In a blink of an eye, we have returned to see another series, the best of three, between again undefeated teams that are both at 3-0, and this time in the open division bracket.
Yes, sir. That is indeed correct. Speaking of the open division bracket or leaderboard or standings or results, we've got them right here on your screen.
The roster, if you will.
Yeah, that one we'll let it slide. So we've already got a game completed earlier in the week, and that's Team Rekaroo. So they're already looking at a first place with a clean 4-0. One of these teams looking to join them. That's Rock Bottom and Third Impact, both sitting at a comfortable 3-0 for themselves, tying for second place. And third or fourth, whatever you want to call it, is UWM Gold 3-1, Full Real 3-1 as well. And then everybody there is going to be currently in playoff contentions. The top 16 teams will make it forward into the 1K event. So a lot of room there for these teams.
Definitely a lot of room. We got 2 more weeks after this as well. So these standings still have a decent amount. 2 games can actually make a really big difference. I mean, all of these teams, these standings are 1 or 2 games apart from each other. That's just the top 10 showing. We got a bunch of other teams are at the 2-1 threshold as well. 2-1, 2-2 kind of deal below the top 10. So they're all on the hunt as well. So if you slip right now, you might find yourself completely out of it, even though you had a really strong start. So these teams got to keep going and keep pushing, and we'll have to see which team continues to be undefeated at the end of the series. It's going to be Rock Bottom versus Third Impact, and a very exciting match, a best of 3, and we're going into some interesting map picks. I'd say some similar ones to the first best of 3 series, and a little taste of something different at the very end here, Kat.
A taste of something different indeed. The bands coming out first 2 bands for each team. Rock Bottom will take out Fracture and Icebox. Third Impact will take out Breezel and Haven. So
it's
comfortable
like
bands all the way around. Yeah, something like that. And we'll get into our map selections. Rock Bottom, their map pick is going to be Ascent. No surprise there at all. Going to be the first choice. And it's just the right choice. You know, it's 3 laning, it's familiar, it's comfortable, it's high skill, it's high entertainment value, and it's highly played for a reason. And go ahead, Chad, give us our second map pick.
So map pick of this series, which we're going to be guaranteed getting to, will be Bind. So the very first 2 maps that we got to see in the last series will be Ascent and Bind. But the thing that will bring us to the end, if we get to a best of 3, the full distance, will be something a little bit different from Icebox. Something that's kind of similar to Bind, honestly. It's going to be split.
It's going to be split, and that is, it's my favorite map, man. It's the most fun to watch. It's the most dynamic map, I feel like. It's just so hyped to see what teams are able to do mid-round in terms of rotations, how fast they're able to adapt defensively. It's a make or break map and how quickly you're able to react to what your opponent is throwing at you. I think it's just the most fun map to watch. That's my opinion on it. So I hope we get there. If we don't get there, then hey, the better team sometimes just takes the dub, but it's always my favorite map to check out.
And speaking of checking stuff out, I did check out the win rates for both these teams on Bind. Across both teams, they played the map 10 times, and they have won a grand total of 1. And that's actually going the way of Third Impact. Rock Bottom actually has not won on Bind in recent history. So they definitely are Rock Bottom on that map. Had to get out of the way quickly, drop the name. But when you look at Ascent, though, we're seeing pretty solid win rates for both teams, sitting both of them at 57%, going straight into the map itself. We see Third Impact picking up the Breach, something we saw last week. Actually, we got to have the pleasure of casting Third Impact. We saw Sci-Fi making a big blossoming moment into the scene. Amazing player. Definitely keep your eye on them. And we saw Frizzy, who's actually the IGL for this team, playing Breach on both Haven and Ascent, and doing that breach and clear, flash and entry, all that kind of stuff for Zerg on the Jets. So we'll have to see all of these skills and tools come into fruition here. On the side of Rock Bottom, though, a little bit more standard team composition, not one with that crazy breach option. They're sticking with the Sky, but still a double initiator composition. 1 Sentinel, being the Cypher or Killjoy, both great options on this map.
Yeah, definitely more comfortable for Rock Bottom. I'm going to get a little extra information as well with that. Second initiator being the Sova. There's a lot more information to gain via drone and dart than there is ever going to be with some flashes and fault lines. But we know for a fact that Breach on this Third Impact roster, the way they play it is absolutely phenomenal at disrupting. It gets players into positionings, and they just make it look darn good when they're retaking and when they're throwing that early aggression. So you see they're still going to set up, rather than the Sky Guiding Light into the Jet over towards Shallow Gelato, it'll be the Breach. And that flash is going to cover a lot more. It's going to cover this entire lane. They'll concuss first, and already they snuck a player into one.
Yeah, that fault line just covers all of both Catwalk. It can cover all of Tiles exit. It can cover all of B main. You can cover B main from Tree as well with that fault line. That's why whenever I play Breach, because that was my first main actually, Tree was a place to be. Flashing out for Vanish, but just like that, Vanish has vanished off the map.
That's a crazy shot to hit. Full blind, just awareness from Jake. Crosshair placement was there. Timed the shot quite nicely. Flash down into mid here to try to keep these defenders split, and it'll work perfectly. Drones out now. We'll spot one. Push out towards Cat, trying to make a play happen, and they'll do so. They've got refrags for days, and they've got the site taken. They split the defense. They're able to capitalize off of it as well. Find frags, and now they get the site controlled. Plenty of time for a post plant and the numbers advantage.
Yeah, Rock Bottom aware of the Breach plays, just swinging, flicking away from the flash, so they're not actually full flash, and they're just swinging in there as well. And Third Impact just trusting a little bit too much so the flashes will work. Last week, we saw those flashes work almost every time. Nobody was really swinging them at all, and just constant success. But now they're up against a team that is aware of that and capable of responding accurately. It's going to be a little bit tough to deal with. Evil couldn't quite get the swing on sight. Sci-Fi, man. I mean, there's a 1 versus 4. Who really wins that in that situation when all 4 people are peeking at the same time? But the fact that Sci-Fi was able to get 2 kills anyway, that's kind of nuts.
Kind of nuts indeed. And it'll be plays like that that make a difference later into the game. But it's plays like that utility-wise, team-wise for Rock Bottom that starts to make a difference. Only pistol round, so plenty of time left in this one. But a great play. Drone bait into B. And then clean refrags from the whole squad. Getting involved, getting together, and taking the space over to the A site.
Dropping the trap wires, anti-lurk, Cypher online. And Matt with that, just running a marathon. Probably will be doing so for the pre-round almost every round. It's just, I gotta get trap wire over here, trap wire over there, just in case. In playing for mid, no matter which direction they go, they're gonna have an anti-lurk option. But shooting out the cam and the trap wire was evil. Great awareness of that utility, taking that off the field.
Start to see the mid split come forward. There's no alarm bot here. There's no utility really into this round at all. Team saved all the way through. Truth's good for 1. Frenzy gonna pick up 2 for Sci-Fi, and he's now got a Spectre in his hands. Nobody else mid to refrag. So that's 2 picks. It's gonna be a second Spectre picked up as well, so the teams made their way over. See what utility they do have in the tank. I don't really think it's much of anything. Maybe a flash, just loosely available, but other than that, team's gonna be looking at bits and pieces here.
No more charges left.
They have market options, so they have multiple angles to go on the site. They will already just be able to get freely both angles to actually retake the site itself. We have to deal with Matt on the front, who just has perfect position, and Neural Theft will let him know exactly where to challenge as well.
Good for trades here. Frizzy to send one backwards. They have lost those weapons picked up. Now 2 flashes for Frizzy. None of them have gone into this retake at all. Huge potential here. They dry swung CT. They had flashes available, so Wiscon's maybe going into the retakes. They're going to get 1. Frizzy looking to at least take the kill. It won't be. Authority's going to find it. Get away as well. 3 frags for the Sova there. Kind of a little close. 2-0 for Rock Bottom. We'll have to buy forward though as the guns go down, except for 1.
All right, Rock Bottom down.
So many flashes.
On weaponry. Certainly not out by any means. They're up 2-0. It's going to be a defensive Odin for Evil. Holding off towards B site. Pretty standard look. Zerg is going to be on an aggressive look alone on A. Interesting. I thought he was going to push forward, but a little discipline. Pressure's going to come from Tree. Those flashes we've seen are not being very successful so far. You got to find some more creative opportunities to use those. This pops it to back up this time around.
He's able to tuck into the Cloud Burst. Good for 2. Matt to trade 2 back instantly, though. Gonna upgrade to a Vandal now. Phantom behind for his teammate. Hasn't picked it up just yet, though. Sci-Fi lurking close cage. Won't get any contact. They'll work away. Looking to get back to mid-control, making sure there's no lurk present. Still have their Sova tucked towards Wine, though. We'll see what the rehit ends up being.
Yeah, they have plenty of time to work with. 1 whole minute. A whole minute. It's a lot of time to work with. Spike in hand. They have the anti-flank trip set up towards Gelato, so they'll be able to play for A pretty easily. They'll know it way ahead of time if they go out of B main for the rotation, which is not common. Only Frizzy, the IGL, trying to hold down the line all alone. Here's the steps. The rotation's coming through. But what can Frizzy do to hold off long enough?
One flash. Flash. Taking them dry. Matt will take it out. Does concuss 1, but that's about it. Flash comes through onto Sci-Fi, stuck for the moment being.
Oh, Flash didn't see the pings.
Right through for a vault. Gonna catch 1. Sci-Fi will grab another from Scaffold. Third impact. They will take the gun round. 1-2 for them. Interesting utility. Also really interesting hold onto A. Playing such aggressive angles, especially with your Astra, because then there's no real retake utilities, no vision denial anymore. They lose a lot of their actual control. As I mentioned, they do have that 1 Sentinel, but especially if they're going to put their Astra over towards Cat, she has a lot of work to do that she can't do. She's dead.
That's how you survive. Without obscuring vision.
Challenge. That smoke just completely is negating a duel that could have been in A main. A lot of mid control coming out from Rock Bottom so far, which actually really good look from them so far. It's going to be an eco round for them, so probably won't amount to a ton, but still the fact that they're able to successfully get mid control successfully could mean a big difference moving forward in rounds.
Oh,
That was crispy.
gun picked up 2.
Yeah.
We'll back away now. Information to CT.
If Zerg falls here, that could be a lot.
Spotted. Dead. Second gun picked up now.
2 guns.
Cat control. Going to bait for it. Sure, they'll send the jet forward and then hit the B site. A huge opportunity for a fake. She'll back off, though. They have pulled 1 player. So next year over to CT. Now it joins the ranks over towards the bottom of scaffolding in spawn. So site's open. Sova's going to have contact angle here on the lane cross. This might be enough to kill him. Authority. He's on about 5 HP. Drones out. Information gain. Defense will now rotate. The ball will move off the angle. Gonna give it to him. We'll get a frag, though, in the process. Odin's there. And spray through. Good dart. The tag map very low. And get a frag on the Shrouds. Peaks a little bit wider than he would have liked to. Gets punished for it. 35 HP. We'll head away now. Matt, 20 HP as well. So very low here for the defense. They have to just hit some crazy shots. Playing very close angles. Watch like a hawk. Roll to grab 1. Matt's gonna find a frag, but Sci-Fi, easy refrag for him. We're 2-2.
It's the acceptable reason to steal away the ace from your teammate because you're 2v1 swinging while they're all getting a kill at the same time. And the round's getting kind of close here. We kind of want to do what we can to close it out because Rock Bottom, despite being on eco, actually made that round look really winnable, getting 2 quick kills on beautiful positioning. With their consistent mid control, rotating with it as a team, checking angles correctly, upgraded 2 rifles. So it's 2 versus 3 as far as like expensive weaponry on the field, essentially. But Evil was a big hold, the cornerstone of B site. That Odin, you see exactly why Sova's pick up Odins all the time. Basically, everything is spammable on this map. Paper thin walls, boxes, everything.
If we're on land, they're screaming. But of all, alas, is online, so he will live. The Odin spray won't beat today. Dog will come up to mid-market. Will spot a vault just barely over towards the lane. So the info on 1, but they expect the player to be there anyway, so not much to be gained. Should have saw the alarm bot, though, on the ground, so realize mid control is going to come at a price. Look for Cat for the moment being. Timing's off for everybody there. Gravity Will's down. It hasn't caught anyone, though. Fault line has, though. Short stuck for the moment being. No peek off of it, though. So safe and sound. Spike now getting picked up by the lurking Cypher. Looks like they do want to still make this A hit possible. Got plenty of contact, and now the frag they're looking for. Jake gonna take it down to Zerg. Neural Theft's out. Jet dash to sight. Cosmic Divide will go scaffold. Plant will 100% go down. See if their post plant's strong enough. Tons of util left.
If they've locked down, they can counter with 100 Spirit is a lot of the plant, which they're guessing was on the timer. Guessed right. Sci-Fi able to get one, but trade it back out.
Spike planted.
And Spike inevitably will go down. Cosmic Divide will going down surely soon as well. Frizzy tagged, running away from a smoke. Luckily, not taken down. Living to fight another second later.
One extra star available here. It's gone down now. That's it. And Jake gone as well. So
Nice
won't
prediction.
Vault will grab another.
Standing.
And Vanish will swing onto Hell. Shrouds is taken out. Authority all alone. Frizzy has that one run and gun. Huge frag. Finished off for the IGL. Third impact. The third in a row. 3-2.
They're able to do so with only using one ultimate. Save their lockdown. They got 3 others online now. Everything's going good. And Rock Bottom started off this half really strong because they proved that they are not going to be like cheesed by just quick flashes and pushes. A very standard old school strategy of breach and clear. So Frizzy's been a little bit on the back foot a little bit and kind of like recalibrating, it seems like, of figuring out how to actually use this character.
Get out of my way.
If they can't get away with a lot of flashes, but using the fault lines more defensively. Flashing in the Jet this time around, though, and Zerg gets the kill. Shrouz gets behind him, but they don't matter. Can't find the kill themselves. Vanish has their back.
Looking to capitalize a little bit here off that initial damage. We'll get a couple of trades as well. Try to keep the ball rolling. That close lobby. Cage is out. Whew. Zerg. Zerg's not aware of that one, but caught out nonetheless. Aftershocks through. It's got nothing. Don't know if they recovered that gun or not. Should have. Did not. Happens. One to Boathouse. Tons of utility here. So not much. Not expecting this push to get much further than right here, but been able to grab 2 guns at the very least, so Shiko definitely has had value. Cage is out. We'll step forward. Alarm bot spotted. Nano Swarm's there. They will get through lane, though. So a chance to get the plant down. A little extra utility. A little extra money never hurt anybody. Actually, speaking of utility, Silva's got it all left over. Tripwire is going to be gone instantly. Authority, huge!
Wow.
That is a read and a half. Unfortunately, they still can't recover any of these weapons. The 2 they dropped are stuck towards mid. And Tile as well. Additional 1 over towards lane. But they'll use the Hunter's Fury as heavy weaponry instead. Evol's read that one like a book.
No way.
Find it through the wall. Not now alone. Goes back of box and Evol. He's read that one too.
Bro.
This man, a super reader, finishes all the summer library reading challenges. It's 4-2 for him. That's huge, brain.
The predictive work of spamming things. They're like, most of the time people get spam kills. It's either they got hard info from like a Sova Dart or something like that through like a smoke. So they just spam that or a wall. Or it's just predictions in a situation of like, might as well spam it. What could go wrong? Right there, they could have been like boats or something and then swung him while he's spamming the boxes. But in that situation, Frizzy could have most likely traded as well. So it's a low risk compared to how high the reward was for the situation. And still seeing the value of Sova having an LMG on this map, especially the Odin.
He's tagged the drone with the
Wow. Couldn't destroy either. I don't think they saw the Jet push forward. I think Zerg's free right now.
Well, not anymore. He's giving the information, trying to find one through Cage. Would have been nice if it was there. But not much else to go for there, honestly, so take what you can get. Fortunately, just not able to find it there. Doubled up towards Cat now. No A main presence known, so no player dedicated to it. The alarm bot will do the job just fine. Taking their sweet time in mid, looking out for that alarm bot. Flash a little bit shallow. Stall the push for just a moment and give some information away. The operator now moved on to it. Zerg will walk up, hit a shot. Mid push pretty much stunted out now. Spike's still there. Some presence over towards lobby. Shroud's make presence mid. And also will fall victim to the operator. Frizzy on Cat. Will shoulder peek for 1. He cuts through. We'll take sweet time here. Gravity Well going to put Jake in the center. Swings out. Just barely able to get out of that one. We're stuck vulnerable. Looked scary there. The ball's going to find Matt. As he makes his way out of B main, Zerg will find Jake. As he makes his way through Arch. Authority all alone here into mid. Suddenly the rest of the team has fallen away. And Zerg.
Wow.
Huge confidence
shot.
coming out the Jet 5-2. 5 in a row now.
In rock bottom, they haven't been able to get forward information, find out where Zerg is, and shut him down. Something that we were able to see pretty well on the attacking teams from the last series we just watched, of recognizing, using owl drones, darts, things like that, getting forward information, find out where that operator is, and then smoking them off, flashing them out, things like that. Third Impact doing a fantastic job, especially Zerg himself, of recognizing that they're not being punished and just capitalizing on that beautifully, getting a 4K that round. The economy is looking great. Evil is going to max out after this round even. And 5-2 after losing those pistol rounds. Third Impact coming into the series as I would say is the favorite. And they're showing exactly why my analysis would show that.
Yeah, much more recent match history for them as well. Rock Bottom has been a team very off and on. The last buying statistics we have for them is from July. So it's been an off and on process for the roster. So most definitely, Third Impact, a new form team, a month together now. Makes sense why you have that impression, especially after the first impression they gave us last week. Matt to take one early, getting a first impression onto the site, and then I'll take the site because of it. Chance to grab an operator now if they can get to scaffold. Would not want to be something you give away here.
Ooh, that's a shock.
Go out.
I didn't hit him.
That first shot's not going to land. He takes more than doable here. Still pretty low weaponry overall. The operator didn't get recovered either. Flashes to come through for Perseverance. No frag down though. Van's going to grab one. Stuck in the corners. Frizzy getting absolutely blasted. Will now throw down the lockdown. Oh, too little too late on that one though. Oval going to take one as one swings. Taken out without the own in hand. Ecoed by Rock Bottom. They get 3 guns, one of them being an operator. Unless they opt not to grab it up. They might not have taken it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very like team by team based. Yeah, a lot of teams prefer not running the operator on attack, even though they have a jet for this map. It's just the angle's a little bit awkward, especially with how you push onto site, and it's a solo duelist composition. That's their only reliable like burst onto site entry agent. So if you're doing that, you're using an operator, you're kind of like dead most of the time, dead in the water. So it relegates your jet to instead being a lot more passive. So you have to go slower onto sites, and it really limits your capabilities. Depends on your playstyle, really. So they choose to go with a more high-octane, faster-paced playstyle. Once they find opening, they explode through it. But openings might not come if Evil keeps getting kills through walls with that Odin.
And hey, he's good for him. He's able to get himself back towards side as well. Zerg will sneak out mid-market. Caught by Dog. That is unfortunate. Caught in dead water. Perseverance there to eat that kill up. Utility now avoided. Towards the outside of B main here. Drone will gather information, and Odin Spray going to be a possibility, but they'll work away. Drone will be aware of this. They'll start to send players back over, one towards mid, one over towards A scaffold. Oh, they rotate off. They full commit. They have no information. This could be actually really bad timing. Evolve still gonna tuck there.
I hate to see all that Killjoy utility just sitting there. Could be a big difference maker here, but Killjoy's off the field.
Recon Volt will gather information. Hunter's Fury's out. Not finding much though. Won't find anything.
I didn't install
down. No, I didn't install at all. Cosmic Divide, all that really took to get to site in this round. Just unfortunate read from Third Impact. It's a 50-50 gamble. They move over to the A site. Unfortunately, doesn't work out. Now a chance for a retake though. Flashes out. Frizzy had a CT. Thunder gonna go down, but one's tugged towards log. They have no idea. The peek out from Jake is good for one, but that's all they're gonna get. Perseverance has one as well. Now Eval looking to take this one home. Recon's gonna be out, so we'll have information on this guy who tucks the Recon. Now peeking it, and Eval's crispy clean on its second time when the Sovas come up huge. It's 6-3 for Third Impact.
I thought that was doomed for Third Impact because They're rolling thundering the site, but all of Rock Bottom, so smart, fell off of site, stacked up in garage, assuming the rolling thunder was going to come through. They predicted it happening, but Evil, the cornerstone of B site, we keep seeing it happen and again, getting a 4K on site, and has the coverage, knowing that the rolling thunder is going on site, looks at B main just in case that situation would happen, and they were predicted, and surely enough, that's where all of Rock Bottom members were, and the Odin, the perfect weapon, just sprayed down the opposition, finds all the kills in that scenario.
What was that you were saying about the Odin spraying?
Yeah, you know. Sova, Odin, Ascent,
Here.
classic.
Classic indeed. Cat control, not classic this time for third impact. They switched it around. They've put 2 players over towards A main, and they've already gone up towards the front of Gelato. So now information to be gained. Extra player will be moved over. This one for Rock Bottom gets tougher and tougher as the seconds go on. Tripwire going to be spotted out here. See if they updraft the Jet over. Curious. Need Vanish's contact from Cat first to make sure the slurp can come through cleanly. Flashes there. This player should start moving down. Oh, Vanish trying to tuck. Drone has that one covered. Shoots has a shot. Nice work from the triple stack towards Cat. They'll start to work the other way.
Whoa, Cat! They just snuck Frizzy over the box to dodge the trap wire. Oh my god! The trap wire's dropping. You can see Frizzy look at the box right there. They boosted him over the box. He jumped over Zerg's head and was able to sneak out the kill in mid.
30 seconds
It ends
left.
up being a 3v3 in this situation, but
Evol's
they're all
got
going
this.
into Evol's hands. We know
Yeah.
what he does on site with an Odin in hand.
Good read. Really good read. Dart doesn't scan him, knows he has to be there to box. Ball bangs there, but it's not enough to finish the job. Phantom just doesn't penetrate that hard. Great fault line coming through from Frizzy. Now he's coming alive, and Zerg as
Wow.
well to connect. 1 to the dome, 1 to the body with the operator. Third impact 7-3.
A great catch by our observer Skittles to see that boost over the box. That was really a big difference maker in that round. I mean, it came down more so to just Evol and Zerg holding it down in that situation, but really getting that kill onto the Cypher, no longer could Rock Bottom know if any flanks were coming through. In fact, they had confirmation that, yes, indeed, a flank came through because the Cypher is the one who died because of it. Great job by Third Impact to recognize that they're playing against the Cypher, look out for trap wires, and knowing that, hey, yeah, we can boost over this box. Let's make it happen.
A heads up play. Frizzy, such a big brain on the breach there. Sends over
The
top.
IGL.
Makes a difference. IGL indeed.
Get out of my way.
And now he's tucked himself into Wine. Should be able to shut down this Blade Storm. Not right now, it's shutting down the cat hold. They'll push ahead. Oh, Blade Storm right click is going to whiff. Hunter's Fury is going to whiff as well. Zerg able to sneak away, but not for long. Authority will grab Frizzy with the ultimate, so it is not in vain. Ball over towards Scaffold here.
There, kind of bolt missed.
Ooh, the whiffed op shot from Perseverance allows for the first pick to go through. Drone now available. Hunter's Fury going to be up with another frag. Won't get utilized in this round most definitely. Nose one towards Hell. Looking for the spray through Matt.
Oh, if he gets that kill, it could be
With Fire
huge.
Here. Won't find the kill. Tuck Generator. Still the player towards main as well. Time running shorter and shorter. They need to pick or they need to start moving. We'll do so now. Tucking towards Hell. Great recon to come forward. They will grab the first from Generator. Ball's got 1. Second won't beam. Authority to shut it down. It's Thrifty from Rock Bottom.
Last round in the half.
Dang, and they're able to hold on to those rifles as well. Full buy up. Not quite the same for Third Impact. So despite securing a guaranteed round lead going into the second half, it's going to be a tough way of finishing off the half indeed. Evol with 18-4 scoreline. Basically only dying on the rounds that they lost. Keep them alive, you win the round. Easy. Nothing else has to happen at all, Cat. Only Evil needs to live. Surely.
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 Flashes out for early information. Knows one's back of sight. And the ball will move just in case a retake is needed. He's got a feeling, got a sixth sense. They haven't spotted anything into mid just yet. They'll see the dog. That's about it. Snow walk in the dog park, though. Pushes over towards the out towards workbench already. Door going to go down. Matt will grab 1. Drones over the top. We'll just confirm what they already know. This one's going straight down into the site. Already going to get planted. Retake. Doesn't have to necessarily go down. Hunter's Fury's out. It's very late, though. Could have stuck the plant. Opts not to. Will get tagged once, but that's it. Able to stay alive. Now can plant. Shots him in market. Will catch Frizzy with a fault line in his hands. They're going to catch another. Good post plant setup here. A lot of utility as well. They took the player towards B main. Flash is going to be available. One should be recharged by now to the sky. Out of CT they go. Ooh, thinking about the Cosmic Divide. This is the second ultimate they committed to this one. Now they really need to win it. Naval's currently looking at the sky, looking for the dart. Jake, everybody caught in space. Jake's good for 2. Managed to trade 1 back, and that's it. 2 ultimates used, burned, but last round, so what it is. 7-5 half.
Is what it is. Beautiful crossfire set up by Rock Bottom. Their post plants have largely been really good. It's just getting there is what their struggle was. But now that they're essentially permanently on a post plant situation, being on the defensive half, we'll see if they can find a lot more success. I'd say that Cypher is a lot better on defense than attack. I mean, that's just a Sentinel thing in general, but like really more so than Killjoy, I'd say is better defensive agent than an offense.
We've got another bit of dilemma here. We've got 4 ghosts. You upset about that, Chad?
No, not at all.
I need a blocking bit consume it.
I'm upset you would ask me that.
Well, I mean, just last game you didn't seem super happy about it, so...
Well, I was just making an observation that class got nerfed for people favoring Ghost more. But, you know, nerfed.
What nerf are you talking about? It looks like Matt's
How
gonna get
nerfed
clean
is it
right click.
really?
Dead already, though, to the frenzy. Jake back to the site with the ghost. Finding value. A little bit more as well. Get 2. Frizzy with the classic to take that one out. Looking for more. Sci-Fi will be around to help just in time.
remaining.
Down to lane. He's good for 2. And Shrouts the 3rd for Sci-Fi. The ghost definitely getting the job done. Can't have a problem with it if he's doing that. 8-5 for 3rd impact.
There's the golden penguin cat. We're asking last series,
Dabbing
hey,
down, eh?
where's your golden penguin, bro? And there it is.
Here.
Sci-Fi's got it. Good thing for whoever didn't have it. I completely forget who it was, so I can't blame him. All good. I don't have a gold in anything sticker, so. I'm also not a pro player. I gotta work a day job, you know what I mean?
That's not funny.
Bulldog.
That's actually just sad. Don't say that.
Hey, man.
Me too, brother. We're gonna get
Day
through
job, school, whatever it may be.
this. I've both.
Shrouts getting flash, has to dash out. Beautiful like awareness, dash straight through the door despite being full flash. That was actually kind of sick.
Madman Zerg, good for a frag. Shots through the door. Gonna connect as well, since a little bit of extra damage. Frizzy quite low, but won't get hit by that shock bolt, so no worries. Vanish good for 2. Clean little spray transfer. Frag to come back from the pistols though. Still gonna get some value into this round. Sci-Fi will shut down any more from Jake, so he'll fall away. State Farm apparently not such good neighbors, so he'll be eliminated in Authority. Not much gonna be found here for him.
I mean, Classic might have been nerfed. Was it so nerfed that you don't want to save it? Surely you want to save the Classic.
It's easy. Dive to hell, right click, good for 1, 100%.
Yeah, just swing it.
Opportunity's gone. Recon's there,
Jig's up.
and
Jig's
later.
up. Oh, it's all ogre.
Yeah, Jig is more than up. His 3rd impact. Round score going up as well. 9-5 for them. They do drop 2 guns, but
Fairly clean. Fairly clean.
Yeah, fairly clean. Good way to put it.
Yeah. Rock Bottom got rifles. 3rd impact. I'm interested in seeing. It's like a pretty constant debate, Cat, for the situation of like, do we invest rifles in this round and make it a little bit more doable? Do we just go with Spectres ourselves? Do we just go with like just a sheriff? So eco is even, so we can all go rifles next round if we lose it. What would you go?
I'm a team man. I'm a team man, quite simply.
What does that mean? What like
That means
technically
you
all those
buy
options
together.
are playing for your team
No. You buy together. If everybody can't buy
Buy
a
together?
rifle, you don't buy a rifle. It's that simple.
for the next round.
Yeah.
But then you're also planning on likely losing the round.
Well, sometimes you just have to lose a round.
But like
It's better
what
in
if
the
you don't have
future.
to?
Well, okay, what if you buy a rifle, you die with the bought rifles, and now you can't buy rifles next round? Don't you feel stupid?
Right.
Don't you feel
But then
silly?
you had a better, but your odds were better.
Hmm.
More likely you would win that round. It's like Jake right here with a rifle in hand. Imagine if Zerg had a rifle.
Obscuring vision.
No.
You know?
Trust.
Actually, I think Zerg might actually have a rifle. Is that a Phantom? No, is it Phantom? I can't tell.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Ow! It was.
Ended.
Rifle indeed, but gone just like that. On the ground now. First 2 strides gonna come through from the Cat player's advantage. Good for 1.
Spike down A.
She wrote. Jake will find a second on the round.
Use a
Tucked out the
Vandal,
recon
not
somehow
a
still finds a
Phantom.
frag.
Good.
Whew. Sci-fi.
30 seconds.
Spectre
Whoa.
making it look like a rifle. 10 HP. Peeking into a double peek
Swing
right now,
it.
but they're on the same side, so they actually can't refrag.
You can
We'll
upgrade.
walk through. Can upgrade indeed. We'll do just that.
One enemy.
Now
bullets.
we've got a better position.
9 bullets.
No refrag available. Tucking. Why are you peeking?
Ooh,
There's
he's
10
so
seconds
sick.
in sci-fi. He takes full advantage of that scenario. 10-5 for third impact. That's why you don't need to buy the rifles. Just take them away.
Just kill them and take their rifles. Easy. Sci-fi, that player that said at the top of the cast of like, this is a player to watch. Like, is definitely shows to be very good. Honestly, everybody on this roster has their moments. Frizzy often is like on the bottom frag, but like if you're an IGL, being a top frag is like what is going on even. Also being a supportive character, Breach, things like that. Yes, why not peek there? After Sci-Fi got the frag, your face is in the generator. You don't have much information.
Well, the refrag's just
You're
too
kind
late.
of doing guessworks anyway.
If you're going to peek anyway, you might as well just instant peek. You know what I mean?
Yeah, either instant peek or delay like another
Tuck.
second or two.
Yeah.
If they're slow walking, so they'll be like right in your face if you peek it.
Yeah,
at
if
least
you
you're
wait a
burning
bit,
more time.
you can jiggle peek and then try to kill time.
Yeah.
Tries to come through. All gonna grab 1. Sight taken in the meantime. Not much to cover there. It's just a straight walk and stomp in. Kind of giving away here. Can't blame him. Don't have much going into this round anyway. Looking for a couple of exits here. Tuck 1 towards lobby. Already thinking about purely frags. Matt not going to be able to answer the call. Fall going to have that one easily. 2 to walk away main now. Looking for a refrag. I like the way they exit site here. Want to make sure that you're not dropping guns, especially to teams with nothing but sheriffs. Perseverance might have great timing here. He's got the Killjoy kind of
Last
solo.
player standing.
Oh, he flashes himself. Oh, my days. There've been ships in the night. And now the light of day takes Sci-Fi out. Falls there to finish the job. 3 kills for him on the round. They dropped 2 guns, but fairly clean nonetheless.
I absolutely love the soccer skin line, man. So gorgeous. What's
So simple.
gorgeous is a Breach pickup on a team and finding success with it. Love that. He's been out of the meta for so long, and in this open bracket, man, Frizzy's been making him look good. I like it.
Not a ton of kills, but 8 assists. And that speaks to the value of the
Yeah,
flash
8
and the concussive.
assists. He's done a lot for stalling too.
Yep.
Done a lot of stall utility on the defensive side. And
Concealment.
now we get to see him on offense, which Breach for the longest time, just the nature of how the character is just really good on offense. Better than defense. He's like a retake defense or a straight up
I
offense
have
take.
the spike.
We're going to straight up offensive take right now over towards the A side. Looking like an early split.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, and shut down so far. Rolling Thunder is going to be good to connect for 2. Scaffold player spared his life there, but same story with Hunter's Fury. Everyone's spared on that one as well. And no sight was taken in the process, so
No.
we lost 2 ultimates. We lost the player.
Bit of a
And
blunder.
we've gained absolutely 0, Mr. Lantis.
Nice job by Rock Bottom for holding an angle, setting up a bunch of util, and hanging out. Not getting too antsy, not getting too greedy on the peaks on the angles. Realizing you know it based on utility, the stuff they're using, what information they've given us. We're chilling. We don't need to move. We got Cypher with trap wires and a cam to use. Our Astro's got this on lock, holding down that angle for tree.
30 seconds left.
And the rest of the team just watching just in case lurk happens.
They're back once more. Cosmic Divide.
Another ult.
Okay, typical angle. Just going to get them into the corner of sight box
Actually,
where Matt's
it
ready and wait.
gives the other side of the ticket box. Ticket booth is like right there on the Cosmic Divide.
We'll see how this one ends up going. You're absolutely right, though. Matt to swing. Oh, the gap. Not what he expected to be. Sci-Fi to grab 1. So they've held it for the moment being. They put the plant down, but everybody going to head over towards main. Sight's been given immediately back the other way. Fortunately, there's no vision denial on this one. The Astra did get taken out. So they can make sure that they have at least a peek to get in. Flash to go forward. Blind. Isn't blind Frizzy, but he's taken out nonetheless. Matt gonna grab 2. Cloudburst now to start the defusal. Ball's got to come through Cat. Doors down. That's the end of the round. Rock Bottom, clean retake, 6-11. As they claw their way back into it.
I'm surprised they didn't have any utility for post plant hold, and they kept just dry peeking the same angles as each other.
Yeah, I just looked a little misguided, a little excited.
Yeah.
You could say.
Sometimes, man, hubris gets to you.
Yeah, sometimes you just feel it, especially when you're up
You're just
11
like,
to 5.
I just want to swing this. We're up 11-5. We've been winning most of our gunfights. Screw it. I'm just going to swing this dry. Doesn't work out all the time.
Usually
Surprised to
doesn't.
see that Shrouds is not going with an operator on defense as a jet. Picks up the jet and hasn't touched the operator once.
Well, to be fair,
Chose not to grab it on offense, which makes sense.
Mhm.
But still not doing it on defense. Economy hasn't been perfect for it or anything
Yeah.
like that for sure. But they could have forced it by now if they wanted it.
oh, for sure. I feel like they've been playing a lot of retake, and we saw it with Dip in last series. It's literally impossible to retake with an operator as a jet. So the ability to have a rifle in hand and to at least make presence known, I think it's helpful. But you're right. Different makers sometimes, and if you're not hitting early op shots, you're not getting early op frags, you're not suppressing areas, and you're not gaining as much control early.
Wow, sci-fi
Oh,
just
talk
mows
about
them
control
down.
early.
Wow, they're lined up high-low, firing squad style, and sci-fi beats both of them.
See ya.
And Zarge to beat Perseverance in mid as well. Jake
Almost made it
through
out.
the wall.
Nice shot by Jake, predicting the movement pattern, the tempo. The trajectory, if you will.
30
Yeah, the
seconds left.
trajectory, the angles.
Yeah.
Pay attention in algebra.
Stay in school, kids.
Spike planted.
At least till high school. At the very least.
At the very least, finish high
At
school.
the
yeah.
very least, finish high school. Give yourself a chance. Matt to play up the scaffold. Ooh. Turn the flash, and it'll be good for a
Still
pick off of
clicking.
it. Good reaction time from the Cypher. Teammate in the meantime has made it over towards garage door. Able to find anything though. It's a recon bolt. Frizzy will find it through bottom of the scaffold, and Vanish will find Jake as well. So no refrags available.
Match
But
point.
it's match point. Unlocked for third impact. They've got 6 of them before we hit OT.
Matt's clean on the flicks away from his flashes. Jake's good on the trajectory reads.
Goes here.
But even still, they're finding a hard time getting success. Now is when Shrouds picks up an operator, but it's going to be a glass cannon situation.
Mm-hmm.
When the backs are against the wall, 12-6, if 6 match points to fight through, will the operator be the difference maker? They'll be challenging through a main with it, but that's not where third impact's located. I like what I saw last round as well from Evil, using the shock bolts through the windows to destroy common trap wire
Yeah, and the nano storm.
lineups from Speedway. Yeah, good.
Get out
Woo.
of my way.
Jake spray. It's good for 1 on the back of box. I'll give the push forward.
3 people are still on A side for block bottom after all this. And Zerg's in their spawn.
Yeah, how hard of a fake do you think this is?
Yeah,
It's a lot of utility to commit to your fake, I'm not gonna lie. Hey boss, I got 3 players over here, but I promise you, it's a fake.
fake. They're absolutely sending the last one over towards A.
Free kill? Oh no.
No!
Well, he didn't have the op for a reason. Thought it would be the difference
investment?
maker.
It's a glass cannon, guy. You can't
Gotta
hit those shots.
You gotta hit those, brother.
shots.
You gotta hit
Gotta
those.
hit those.
Flashing to get info.
Was it
Oh
a fake?
no, not everybody reading. Okay.
Was it
Two
a fake though?
30 seconds left.
2 starting to rotate. Well, not a fake. It's more like they just rotated mid-round.
Okay, perseverance.
Oh.
Sky and tree.
Oh no. Whiff is on the menu today, and they're
No.
eating plenty of helping.
No.
Vanish and Zerg on the other hand. They'll combine for 2. Sci-Fi and Vanish for 2 more. Shroud's got 1 finally with the operator from A main.
10 seconds
Looking for more. He's got to have more as well.
Spike
What do you decide?
planted.
Try to stop the plant. It won't be. Plant goes down. Great swing to come through from Sci-Fi. Door 13-6. Third impact. They've got map number 1.
Whew. Rockbottom was looking really good on offense on their side. It was a really close game. Even though they were down 5-7 on the half, they still were looking really good. That looked like a lot closer game than I predicted earlier on. But when we got into the defensive side, Third Impact was able to dictate the pace and do what they wanted to do on their timing, on their execution. They brought the pressure, they brought the heat, and it looked like at the very end, Rockbottom was feeling the pressure a little bit too much. Was whiffing some easy shots, things like that, which was not consistent to how they looked at the start of the map. They were hitting a lot of really good shots and looking really solid, but sometimes that pressure gets to you, man. They just got to shake that off. GG go next. Map number 2 of Bind, make it happen.
And map number 2 of Bind, that is Rock Bottom's map. So not the results you want to have. Most definitely, as we mentioned, Rock Bottom, they have 4 matches of Bind recorded in history. They're all from the summer, and none of them are wins. So it's not weird to say that Third Impact would want to take it to this map. They should be feeling pretty confident going into it. And after the performance, the team synergy that we got to see in the last map, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run away with this one. And we know how well they play Bind. We saw them last week, but we'll get a chance to see them again here in just a minute after a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Whatever, all this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter. Ride or die, that's been the deal. The light of your vodka disappear. But if it don't play that for me, I'm out of it, I'm out of it. I lick my gun and then I'm
Map number 2 is going to be Bind. And will this be a 2-0 cat, or will we go to game number 3, bring it all into split at the very end? Will Rock that Bottom make that comeback dream a possibility, even getting into game number 3? Or will Third Impact clinch it out, make it happen in a 2-0 fashion, and bring themselves into a 4-0 overall in the standings?
Are you asking me or asking the audience? If you're asking,
I'm asking
me,
you, Cat.
it's a 2-0. I hate to say it, but Third Impact, they just look so good on Bind, man. And they really made that game their own all the way through, especially, as you mentioned, into the second half. It looks so dominant. We jump into the Aegis like now, but at Rock Bottom, they've got to find it from somewhere. I don't know where it's going to be, but they've got to channel some spirit energy. They've got to get something together. We'll see what they're able to bring out. Composition is nothing out of the ordinary. And we already know what to expect over on the TI side.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Sci-Fi and the Viper, I'm sure. Everybody else is doing what we've expected. Evil will be on Sova. That's what we saw last week, and they were looking darn good on it. That's the first time we even saw Sci-Fi as that new player coming in. And even like Evil, I was calling him Love the whole time thinking it was backwards, but no, it was actually evil. My bad. So I remember that match distinctly, Kat, is what I'm saying. On the side of Rock Bottom, we have shots on the Rays, which I like because I didn't really see a lot from the op that was really impressive. Though to be fair, literally one round was all we got to see of it on that last map. Rays, though, with the control you can have over U-Haul and Hookah, with the boombots, things like that, it's going to be a lot better look, I'd say, on a Rays. The rest of the team, the composition makes a lot of sense for sure. Good, strong comp.
Yeah, I definitely would rather have the Rays over the Jet, especially after last performance. Not to say the shots didn't get value, but the operator wasn't really coming online, so no reason to play what is mainly an opping agent. And then, at the very least, if Shouts isn't finding frags, they're getting early intel with Roomba, and they're getting paint shells as well. So, still will have impacts on rounds. And at the very least, just double satchel them to site, let us bait you, open up some avenues into the execute for us. So, I like this more. A little bit more potential for this team. One way is online here to the A site. We'll see if Rock Bottom come out swinging, or if they're going to live up to the name today. Hopefully not so.
Hopefully not. They probably get that a lot. Like, I wouldn't name my team that.
Yep. Hey, if you pitch it down the plate, I'm going to hit a home run every time. Right now, we've got 3 strikes going down into mid-market. Frizz is good for 1, but unfortunately, he'll strike out. He's taken out now. Work their way forward into the B site, back to their home on the defensive side of things. Spike will move towards A short, where Vanish is ready and waiting into Cubby. Oh, Matt's got a clean 1-tap. Gain some control. Now Jake's had a shower. Into sight he goes. Rest of the team now down short. Toxic screens up. We'll put the plant down. One towards U-Haul. It's just sci-fi, though. Two lone player there. Shots to smoke. Going to connect just a little bit.
Wow, the drive-by.
Sci-fi. Yeah, the drive-by indeed. We've trying to get one of his own. Aftershock for Frizzy going to be good for 1. So he'll trade his teammate back, but he's got to do more than that. He's got to find 3 individual frags now. 1 flash to work with, and plenty of angles for the defense here. Frizzy's out. Nothing going to be found. Jake's got the 1-tap. Rock Bottom have the pistol.
All right. So far, so good for Rock Bottom. This is similar to what we saw in the first map. Rock Bottom, 1 pistol. They won the following round for the anti-eco. And then once Third Impact got rifles in their hands, that's when it got, like, completely opposite story. We'll see if Rock Bottom can continue their momentum, though, going forward. Jake even investing heavily into a Phantom. Please, Jake, don't do a thing that everybody in my rate games do, where you just push forward aggressively, thinking that you're like king of the world with a rifle against pistols, get killed with a pistol, and donate their freaking rifle to the opposition. That would be tragic. Please don't do that.
Oh,
and what you do is hold.
Well, it won't happen. I cut you off for nothing. Ooh. It'll happen.
Oh no! Oh no! It's happening! It's happening!
Oh my days, sir! We'll get 2. We'll get 1. Trades all the way across the board, and they're in the favor of Eco
Frizzy
team.
got it!
Third Impact. They're winning out so far. Shrouds.
Oh, he didn't! He didn't get the rifle.
Gone. Nope, didn't get the rifle. But they got the
winnable,
and they got a flank on now.
Winnable for Shrouds.
Winnable for everybody, I'd reckon.
Yeah, everybody. Right click.
Sci-fi.
It's
right
Nerf
click.
Cat. Surely doesn't
Nerf.
get a right click kill. Nerf.
He doesn't go for it. He left clicks. Hey, yeah, Nerf.
Got the
yeah,
right
what Nerf?
click.
What Nerf are you talking about, man?
What Nerf, Riot?
It's a thrifty round. Yeah, good Nerf. Wins the one-on-one with the Phantom, just running back and forth. Okay. That's the close-range gun, by the way. Like, I don't know.
If Classic wasn't the free gun, what would it be?
Like,
do you just take the right click away? Is that what you're supposed to do?
I think realistically the easiest fix possible is the Classic is free, and then if you want to buy the right click, it's just $200.
Yeah, 200 for a right click.
Yeah,
I had another option.
You fixed it. Some people are saying like 400, but I think that's just too much. I think
nah, because I mean,
because you need to buy it every round.
Yeah.
Oh, Cypher good for 1. Right, left clicks again. Classic will prevail against the rifle for the second time here. Cypher. Oh my God!
Down A.
Make it 4. One of them's a jumping right click. That's gonna be a $200 tax soon. Frizzy gonna steal the ace. That's cold. But nonetheless, Sci-Fi a little bit colder with the play. 2-1. You see him looking at him. Hey, brother, come on.
Hey,
That was
brother.
mine.
Why you gotta do me like that? Dude. I think it's a good call. I think 200 for getting a record is a good call.
I'm telling you, I should work for Riot. Yo, I need a job, so
Yeah, right. Are you
Especially
hiring
if
an
you just got
idea
hired.
person? I'm a good idea person.
I'm a really good idea generator. They
That's
spit out
a
like crazy.
job, right? That's a professional
a
job, being
job.
an idea person.
Technically, it's a job.
Yeah.
Ooh, Zerg. He's got some ideas in there to get 2 frags. Traded out quickly by Shroud's, but Evolve's back there to refrag his teammate. So third impact, the early aggression down towards B-Long will be well rewarded. Not sneaking around, looking to regather the spike. Gonna tuck drone for the moment being. It'll die before it gets there. Gotta have some extra battery life on that thing if you're Sova. Come on, man.
Yep.
Evolve's working his way down. Maybe we can
Grab
have an
a
extra
portable
$200 for an extra battery pack. You recover the drone and you put a new battery in it.
Oh my god. If we start talking about upgrades to abilities and weapons. Like, that's just a whole other animal of a game, honestly. Like, that just changes everything. If that's the case.
I hope we never get there. But maybe
It
that'd
also
be better than
changes-
adding a bunch of new agents.
Yes. But what does change everything is the fact that Matt got that kill on the swing. If they can get the kill on Vanish, but they don't know about it, Perseverance turns away too. There it goes.
Great trigger discipline.
Enemy
Good
remaining.
for 1.
The
Don't count
winnable
the
round is
second,
no longer very winnable.
That's fine. Matt
It's
will learn
possible, but you'd be
Oh.
quite the gambler.
that. Could I select the
30
1v1s?
seconds left.
Recon's going to give information. Then he must be headed towards CT. Not as sneaky as he thinks he's going to be. Of all, more than looking at it. Oh, but he's not good for the shots. Second 1v1
Wait
is on
a
its
minute.
way as he
This
heads
is
towards
winnable again.
Frizzy.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he's
has
full
ice
running.
space.
He sees his,
Oh, he saw
he sees
his
his shoulder. Oh, Frizzy has no idea. He's been spotted out here.
10
go
seconds
down.
Vanish
left.
running a
He
freaking
is so loud.
sprint. Oh my god, he had Viper's Pit as well. There's a Rolling Thunder. Is there stars?
Just
Does
ult
Vanish
him.
have stars? I don't know if
Just
Vanish has
ult him.
stars.
No, Frizzy's gonna try to. He's gonna try to conserve this ult. When
Like,
just
how
ult
do you
him.
really ult it? I guess you do.
You
once
just ult
Vanish
all
is
the
here.
site.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he ulted out.
Yeah,
Vanish
you just
is
ult
here.
all side and then you hit him. It's easy. Yeah, there you
Vanish
go.
is here now.
That's worth it. That ult is worth it. It's a 1-for-1 trade. You win the round. No
Yep.
funny business. 3-1.
Midasi, thanks.
Not the way you wanted the round to go, but the result is the same.
Defend this reality.
Third impact, getting the third impact round of the map.
And even though he doesn't get both kills there, still played it the right way. Waited long enough to guarantee he's at least getting 1. Unfortunately, vanishes or Matt just sneaks through a little bit too soon. But
Yeah, the problem there for Matt is he doesn't know if Vanish went to hookah, rotate around, or was playing through CT.
right,
I feel like because you saw that Frizzy went away, like you also in that situation don't know if Frizzy went elbow. So if you go to CT to challenge a potential Vanish, then you get crossfired and back calls. But if you challenge it up front towards hookah where Frizzy could be at elbow, then you get crossfired at hookah. It was just an unwinnable situation, stuck in the middle, and then just rolling thunder. Nice checkmates
Well.
by Frizzy, 2 rounds in a row now. Using that aftershock on top of things, forcing him out.
100%. And if Matt does make it out there, honestly, he's just getting stuck isolated at the side alone. So
Yep.
decision making
Yeah,
could
you-
be better as well. But
Gotta fall back there, 100%.
Flash is shallow and Perseverance.
Ooh.
Hate to see it.
One enemy remaining.
Second frag not gonna be good, but Vanish
Good
on the
cross.
other hand is Spectre from Authority will pick up 1. Frizzy now for the refrag. Second time he's been caught with some utility in his hand, but we'll force the player off for the moment being. Will escape with his life. Bring it back a sight. Just trying to keep this player at bay. Keep information as well. Make sure he doesn't start to walk away long. Pick towards Cubby. Sci-Fi now available. Double swing incoming. Sci-Fi will take it home. 4-1.
And they're like the little things. Spending the 150 credit shock dart to destroy the 1,000 credit shields is fairly worth it, considering the fact that you're probably not going to win the round anyway. And it still gave him the chance to get the frags afterwards, but in the end, Third Impact was able to firing squad it, firing line it. Toxic screen angled a little bit interestingly for Hookah to cut off that little
CT.
snake area. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind that. Operation
We'll
spotted
see
up
if
by.
that actually matters later on. But, you know.
I've got
Always
your
good to
trail.
notice.
Bring them in.
We keep you around.
Oh,
Oh, sci-fi caught by the gun barrel. Jake gonna grab one.
it's a
Freezing
risky
out.
angle.
Gotta do his due diligence. That's the refrag. Seeker gonna stop that one out though. Understeer's out. Oh, not gonna find much. Ultimate's all across the board. Justopper won't get it,
You are
but
divided.
kill's been converted nonetheless. Ball cut up by Matt.
Woo!
Oh,
Planted.
big
What a
presence there.
swap by the observer.
Yeah, that was
That
huge.
was sick. That was nice. That was clean.
I could never. Starting for exits. Looking to keep the operator, but not
Has
gonna
blade
be.
storm, but who really goes for this?
So it's hella money. So if he wants to grab a, honestly, go spawn, throw the op off the map, and then just look for frags. Cause like what, like that's not gonna work. Jake will take them one every day of the week. They don't take the operator, but 3 kills for the Astra.
Yeah.
Second round for Rock Bottom.
Yeah, you don't take an operator with a raised solo duelist composition on attack. No shot. No shot. They have a Hunter's Fury to
Give it
work
to
with
Matt,
to
easy.
deal with the Cosmic Divide and the Viper's Pit. And yeah, like you said, they were loaded on cash for the side of Third Impact. They've been so successful. 4 rounds in a row, and a lot of those rounds, you had a lot of people alive for it too.
Yep.
The economy is thriving. You know, the operator for Zerg. So why not go for it? You know they're not going to take the operator from you for that composition. Ooh.
Oh, we're getting fancy. Good
Oh,
call.
if that boom bot it wasn't there, then that would have been a checkmate angle, but had to shoot the boom bot. That allowed Shrouds that momentary window of opportunity to get out of there alive.
Yeah, and he utilizes it, makes it a little bit bigger with the blast back as well. Matt will find a window on a sci-fi, and that's going to open up a door to sight. Still back to sight cover, though. Only the front for now. Toxic screen, obviously not going to have that area either. Waiting on some Astra utility to come their way so they can actually get into it here. Drones out. Paint shells to come forward to clear back of sight. Now they have the front. Still
They
waiting
didn't
on
clear
plan.
much.
It'll
The
go
smoke's
down
still
now.
there. They can just rotate back in like Vanish just did.
Spike planted.
Ooh,
Shut
good
down
cover by
now
Jake.
by Jake. Good cover indeed of all the take 1. So trades is there from heaven. Recon's there. Instantly destroyed. They'll get information that 1 is tucked over towards U-Haul, but won't realize that it's actually 3. This could be a massive flash coming out from Frizzy. To wait and see. It's way too long. It'll be a push instead. No blinds. Absolutely nothing off of it. Matt to take that one. Occupy some space. Bomb tapped.
One
Full
enemy
flash.
remaining.
They're dead. Ball's got to trade. Got to find 2
One
more.
enemy remaining.
Oh! The read is crazy. Taps again. And he gets the beat. The ball is crazy. Good for 4 on the round. We'll clutch it up. It's 5-2.
And got the operator.
Clutch.
What a play by Evil.
Now then. Thank you. Scanning ahead.
The brains.
Just third clutch of the night.
Yeah. 2 4K, big 4K moments before. Has had a lot of other pop-off moments as well. That's the first time really showing up for Bind, but I mean, after doing as much work as they did on Ascent, and still about halfway through the first half, we're only a quarter way through this map, relegation rounds. Here we go. Big plays. We got a Viper Spit on both sides, so that plus the Cognitive Divide, good luck observer if those things go down.
Time to hit the V button.
Hit the V button.
V button goes straight up. Free cam all sight.
Bird's
Good luck.
eye view. We can see everything happening.
New op location. Can be caught by Gravity Well. Still has a frag.
Ooh, if you're sitting in the middle of gravity while you're not moving, you can still get those shots.
Indeed. Got him. I like this from Matt. The little bait and switch type play, but still 2 players anchored over towards the B site. So it might be a Viper's Pit down in vain. It's anchored 3 players for the moment being, though. Up to the team to now clear space. Dogs out. Everybody's stuck in snake bite. The utility so strong for the back of the site. They opt to play away and now go join the Viper potentially.
Yeah, everybody crowd around truck. Drop all your ultimates. Let's go. Ooh, Viper still got dropped. Try and sell that the left to
Yikes.
go with the team to B. Try and make that lurk happen. But Frizzy's
gonna-
still looking. Same for Zerg.
I'm just gonna TP and instantly give it away. But we'll let that be a bit of
30
surprise in a
seconds
couple
left.
seconds. Matt good for 1.
Yeah, got the kill on the Frizzy over to A site. That's going to pull a rotation away because they haven't been making a lot of noise. But then they take the teleporter. The rotation's already happening.
Well, you know how the saying goes. Sometimes you work a little too hard and you play yourself. 15 seconds left, half to play the way out. There's drone. That'll get the op shot off. Doesn't kill the drone either. Unfortunate. Flick's not there. Perseverance has a kill. Refrag. Second one for Perseverance. Has to hold it. Has to hold it. Dead. Vol's got that one easily every day of the week. And he's got a second as well for his trouble. 6-2 for third impact.
Played yourself. I mean, like, they don't know.
Well, yeah, it's dramatic irony, of course. You can't hurt him
Like,
that much.
If Zerg wasn't on site there, that would have been a world difference. Because then Matt would have had full control of A, would have pushed CT, and had, like, commanding presence to stop rotates, and the team would have gotten through. But really, the difference maker is that third impact was not falling for any baits. They're waiting for the full commitment.
Pulling them in.
3 up, close B here. That's going to be blind. Can now see once more. Recon will see Perseverance. Back tucked towards B long, and they'll work their way over towards A now. Gonna walk straight into a Viper's pit, though.
Oh my.
Snake bite down to present early aggression. Gives information that the Viper's close, though. 1, because he heard it. 2, because he threw the snake bite, so... I know a little bit. Good tuck from Sci-Fi. He'll play forward. Good for 1. A second. There's one behind him, though, he's not aware of, so Matt will get a refrag. A lot of players going to fall early for the offense.
That's still a dub, that situation.
No, it's a dub, 100%. The screen will ensure the plant. Fault line's through. Oh!
Wow.
And the fault line gets him fragile as well, so that's a 1-kill shock dart.
That's a big recent change of Breach. They didn't used to do that.
Fantastic utility. No, it didn't used to do that.
People don't really know that because nobody plays Breach. That happened like 2 patches ago or something.
Yeah, that was same patch as the KJ patch, which, yeah, I think was the middle of last episode.
Yeah.
Plant will now finally go down. In the meantime, so will Jake, as Frizzy has that one as well. Not much happening from Authority here. Nothing at all. Vanished to finish the job. 7-2. Third impact. They're showing us all the cards, the game knowledge, the knowledge of the composition to deny that plant.
I love that. I love it, man. I think this is my favorite team to watch in the open bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're pretty much the only team out there playing Breach right now. Sci-Fi and Evol are slayers. They're so good. Zerg does have pop-off moments with the operator.
For sure.
And Vanish has great like macro usage of stars and stuff too. The only negative for them is they don't know how to throw one-way poison clouds.
Man, picked it up.
But hey, man, at least he can do that in the pre-round and fix it immediately.
Sci-Fi got blind. Pulled off a little bit too early. Rolling Thunder through the TP to tuck 2, but Shrouds has saved their lives by killing Vanish. His Fury's out. We'll tag and we'll kill. Frizzy, careful, brother. Zerg gonna grab 1 to CT. Playing with fire here is the Breach. Information on the sky, full blind, spamming for their lives. That's such a long flash as well.
Yeah.
So caught out. Matt tuck, close bench. Will be good for 1. Will be. Talk the screen now to go down to 9 information from the back of the site.
Whoa! I was so close.
Recon tucked as well. No information. Evolve will know he's outside the shower, but we already knew that. Oh, Zerg caught out. As the toxic screen falls. Second frag, not going to be good. Evolve will grab that one, looking for the flick, but Jake has it. Secured from the back of the site. Rock bottom will snag a 3rd.
Rock bottom can still bring us back a bit, getting to 5-7. Make this a very winnable map. This defense side is not too shabby on Bind. And we've seen a lot of teams getting early leads on Bind on defense. We've seen a lot of defensive comebacks on Bind. So we'll have to see if they're able to make that swing happen. They have a lot of ults to work with for that too. Still sitting on a Viper's pit. They haven't used that since they called out the double from before. Same with the Cosmic Divide for third impact's vanished.
Welcome to my world.
Here we go.
Still gonna go for the offense here. They're Cosmic Divide as well. Rock bottom just forcing the issue. We'll get into sight. Plant not gone down just yet. Housing Divide on the other side of the map as well, if they'd like to utilize. Blast pack to put Frizzy in. Oh my days. My man could have almost been pulled in like a fish on a line, but he'll be able to retreat in time. He'll take his worm and he'll head back with the rest of the school towards the back of the site. Haven't played forward just yet. 1 star left for Vanish. We'll place it down now. Lurk incoming as well, but a long time before it gets there.
Here's that defensive cognitive divide. Trying to cut off the Viper Spit to force them to have to play through it. The long lurk from Sci-Fi might come to fruition later on, but for now, it's going to be Ult City on the site. Hard to tell what's going on, but that's the feeling of everybody in this lobby is nobody knows what's going on with all of these players. Guesswork through the smokes, and of course, the favoritism goes towards the person with the Viper Spit. It will be the attackers.
Last round.
All they have to do in that situation is get some body shots because the decay is doing enough for them. It's a hard retake situation for third impact. They have a live economy. They'll have a pretty good buy up going into the last round and a half.
That's the one situation where having the sky instead of the breach is better, because those flashes would actually do something.
Yep, 100%.
What are you going to do? Flash the wall that they can't see because they have no vision anyway in the pit?
Right, exactly.
Just a little unfortunate. But yeah, chaos indeed. And hey, I mean, if nothing else works for you, throw 2 ults, just get on the site and don't let anyone know what's happening. And it works out. Let's grab one early. Second one going to be picked up here as well, but not for Zerg. Grabs a pick for the road. Ooh, Vanish will swing early and will be caught out. Perseverance to take that one away. 2 left towards CT now, but once again, Rock Bottom just ran it down a short. They try to get complex. Now at the end of the half, they realized sometimes you got to go back to the basics. Not much to be found here. They'll work their way in and out. Through lamp is a vault. Become bolt instantly broken. And so is his teammate. Frizzy dies instantly on the peak.
Heyo.
Like Matt does. Good trade to come through for a ball. Over the top is the raise of Shrouds, the double satchel. The mid-air Vandal shot to be landed as well. 5-7 for Rock Bottom. They've somehow brought the score back as close as they could have possibly.
Yep. I just had to cast a curse in for him, you know, like it was 2 one-sided match.
Yeah.
Had to give a lot of praise to Third Impact. They lose every round ever since then. I did this for the viewers at home. You're welcome.
Good man.
I'm using my powers for good. So Rock Bottom on defense now. They're looking the same as Third Impact immediately with the Poison Cloud usage. Of course, I'm jesting. So on defense, I think they can actually make a comeback here just because of how Bind works as a map. They're not allocating the raise over towards A short, completely gambling a B hit. And their gambling is correct.
The aggression flash to be good for 1. Evolve's just taking it in stride. Good for 2. And Zerger on the back end. Nothing personal. That's to grab one with the Frenzy Spray. He's got a low breach as well on the other side of things. They know he's hookah now. Information going to be given away. Pyramid Market. We'll now head over towards site.
Hookah long range can be tough.
Got by the fault line. Significantly less time now. Zerg will take the chance to walk over. And it is bait Frizzy o'clock. IGL very low health anyway. He'll jump back and forth for a bit. Do a little bit of dancing. And Zerg in quite the advantageous position towards Cubby. Ooh. Matt's vision cone won't gather that information. It's a little bit too deep of an angle. So he hasn't spotted it just yet. And he will now. Zerg will take that one away. 8-5. Pistol round 1 for Third Impact.
Wow, I'm actually really surprised. Rock Bottom completely predicted a B hit. 4 stacked on B long. It was a 4v4, but it was like a trickling 4 for Third Impact. Well, all of Rock Bottom were right on that corner, but just good lineup shots, not thrown off their game. Just gets calm and composed from Third Impact members, finding those kills anyway. So winning a pistol round in a situation that you think going into that, like moments before, you think, oh wow, Rock Bottom was actually guessing right here. But didn't work. Payoff. Third Impact.
Toxins going up.
Doing very similar to what they did before, just a little bit slower. Leaving the spike back.
Dogs out. We'll spot Zerg. Zerg doesn't care. Look to make something happen. Doesn't expect to, though.
You pushed
Stinger
there?
spray is crazy from Jake.
Wow.
It's a
That was
freebie any day of the
ambitious.
week. Yeah, he sometimes just do it. Ooh, Perseverance not going to be feeling that. Feeling a little
Hey,
upset,
yo.
if anything. Evolve going to take that one away. The quick turn comes through with the Vandal.
Another problem would be times like right now where you don't have a Sky to heal you either. You can't get topped off to 100 HP, and that could be the difference maker because things like Classics and Spectres, these lower ammo weapons or lower like impact weapons, whatever, that could be like the difference maker threshold. Being 81 versus 100, that can get you dead when you could live with like 19 HP.
Blanket coming. Point proven. As Sci-Fi falls to the headshot from that far away. It's 148 if he's full health. And good morning, City. Jake is here. Good for one. That's it, though. Stinger spray is hard, most definitely. So to get one
30 seconds
is
left.
not too bad. Vanish to get the trade, and then they'll head over towards the B site. One towards CT. Looking to play the retake here is Rock Bottom. Have a flash to work with here. They'll opt to just take it together. 15 seconds, plenty of time to get a plant down. And it will begin now.
10 seconds left.
And we get a rotate going on.
They got util to work with here as well. This is winnable for both teams, so of course the advantage goes to Rock Bottom. I don't know how much util Rock Bottom has exactly, but with 4 stars to work with for Vanish and a flash and a fault line for Frizzy, you can make this happen on a swing. Vandal as well in hand.
You grab one. Ooh, great fault line. It'll grab both. And Vanish happy to take the alley-oop and dunk that sucker home. 9-5 for third impact. They've got 2 Spectres to throw themselves into the bonus.
It's like another day at the office for third impact, a 9-5 right now, Cat.
We're working 9 to 5. Ooh. I don't know any of the other words. I'm not old enough.
I don't know any words from that either. Is it even the melody? I don't know.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, well.
Assumedly not, but I mean, you're singing quite a better song than the Rock Bottom Eco is right now.
Yep.
Force didn't work out in their favor, so
Ayo.
we're looking at another round in the tank. They insta TP2. We are getting crazy over on the defense. The rush worked before. They try it again. The read's not going to be in their favor, though. Viper.
Sci-Fi is like,
free.
hello, welcome. I guess. You all come to me, huh?
Only thing he's reading is free coupon vouchers for picks right now. Good for one, looking for 2 more. So get peek towards short. Follow the timing here. Peek comes through now. 1, 2. Ooh, the third. Does it come through? It does.
Free gun.
Classic will take it
Hey,
away.
your time and need. Rely on the free
Back to
gun.
the site. Shots will grab one.
Last player
Got
standing.
it through the box. The ball gonna take one with shock darts in a second with the weapon as well. They'll drop one gun. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. 10-5 for third impact.
That was an interesting strategy. It's a bold move, Cotton.
I liked it.
We saw how it paid off.
Well,
Not very well.
Eco. You know, get the round over with.
Yeah, get over
I
with.
always say.
You get the show on the road. Every round is winnable in Valorant, though, so I actually don't like it when teams are like, ask her, we'll just send it, see what happens. Like,
Well, they nerfed the classic, so.
I think that's a
wouldn't know.
valid strategy, technically, but it does not work so often that I'd rather them actually like try a better strat, you know?
Well, it's very 50-50. I think that strat, if they're A, works. You just,
Oh my god, the prediction
oh
from
my
Matt.
days, Matt. Dead, but not before putting on a show.
Yeah.
Walls Hunter's variable connect for final 2 blows to him. He'll fall now. Work their way over towards the B site. Back to a little bit of a default. Spike gonna very much dig into B, but it's on long side. TP is available there, so not too stressful.
Good
Both
read by
players
third
over
impact.
towards
Only one
though.
person on site is Jake. So Sci-Fi is still making some presence happen. That Trailblazer goes through a short, and that's going to tell Rock Bottom, wait a minute. They might not be here anymore.
Up to Sci-Fi to delay this one. We'll take a headshot to the dome.
Wow, Sci-Fi
TP's through. Timing is crazy for the Sky Flash out of TP. The shots are there as well. Of all will fall to Perseverance. And now thinking about a TP strat for third impact, as they haven't got out along just yet. We'll start to work the other way. The breach is out of there. The Vanish to
30
follow
seconds
suit.
left.
Get back with the Viper. 27 seconds left in this one. Time running
gotta
shorter and
commit
shorter.
now.
Don't have time to rotate. Have to play to the B site. Have to clear 2 players now. 15 seconds. There's no time to walk, gentlemen. It's time to run. They'll start to work their way in now. 10 seconds.
Check below. Check below.
They
10
check.
seconds left.
Vanis will get the refrag. 7 seconds. Gonna have to stick this one. Frizzy will jump through, but Jake has it from the top of the crate. And a second one as well for the Astra. They'll lock it down at rock bottom with a 6.
Nice patience by rock bottom. Not getting too antsy, over rotating or anything like that. Good positioning by the Sky as well. Just realizing, hey, I can just take this teleporter, flash through, make something happen. Good job by Perseverance. All of rock bottom just realizing they can use those teleporters to their advantage for rotations, being faster if needed. Sci-Fi almost, if Sci-Fi could have gotten that pick onto Shrouds, I think rock bottom actually would have over rotated over to A side, but it was not meant to be.
Not meant to be, but right now the B site looking like the destiny of third impact. Push 3 at B long early here. Viper trying to make some sort of presence A short, so not to give it away immediately. Rock bottom of red 3 towards A yet again.
Whoa.
Potential here.
Right there.
So many nebula pops.
Oh no. No one's cleared Cubby, but Frizzy will get it through the nebula. Authority will back away here. Recognizing the retake has to be played for. Seekers are out. One will go through short. That's going to delay the Vipers for quite a bit of time. You know for a fact, the Vipers actually over to the B site. They've joined the team. They've just been market at the time.
Nobody's covering elbow?
Authority's got one. Nobody elbow at all. No vision denial there either. Pain Shell's good for another of all. Looking for the spray transfers not to be. Shroud has another from the back of the site. Another Pain Shell to be used as well. Some Authorities around elbow. Good for 2 from that position. You're right, Chad. No one checked. Back bottom. Use it to their advantage. They got another round.
And we see in that round exactly why putting an operator in the hands of your sole duelist and you're an entry duelist at that is a little bit tough on offensive rounds. Zerg's just pushing through smoke, just like, I guess I have an op, but I'm also the person that has to go on site first, so here I go, I guess, and dies. You want to have like a rifle in their hands so they can just dash on site, create distance with this cloudburst, dash, all that kind of stuff, and allow your team to like follow through behind you to refrag or get the kill while they're distracted, things like that. Then beyond that, it was just being a little sloppy, just not properly accounting for all the variables on the round.
I definitely need to tighten up just a little bit, but at least for now, it's Nico, so looking to snowball yet again.
You're investing in ult.
Interested to see the ult get investing the ult and not investing anyone to check the top of the box. Perseverance will get 2, maybe more, but won't be. 2 share free frags to come through for the offense, but Authority to shut any hope down of taking sight. They have taken U-Haul though. Vanish will sneak his way forwards. Teammate all the way towards Shower though. Gonna be a long time before they get around to the peak as they're full walking it. 1 star to utilize, a second one coming in the next 3 seconds. Close contact for Aval now.
Last player
Shower.
standing.
Authority in the back. We'll finally find a shot refrag for Matt to come through. 8 to 10 for rock bottom. And we have lost each ultimate.
That was one of the situations we have to weigh the risk versus reward. You have enough rounds in relegation to where you probably are going to get another breach ult. Like, he just needs to get like 1 orb or 1 kill, and 5 deaths would be the amount that makes a difference. So you can have a Rolling Thunder for the last round of relegation if needed.
Say it that way. Don't say it that way. Like, he can play for some orb control, be long, and maybe pick up an orb, and maybe
get 1 orb or 1 kill, and you can die 5 times. You know, have a Rolling Thunder at the end. So like, you know,
worst case scenario, I like it. Min-max.
Like worst case scenario, you're just in 1 thing, and then you'll have a Rolling Thunder at the very end of things. But still, like, oh man, you gotta check the corners. You gotta check the corners.
But it's in the wrong place.
They're still not checking corners.
Enemy remaining.
Surely they would have learned their lesson from the last 2 rounds of not checking corners, getting punished for it. 3rd round in a row was not the charm.
What is a corner? I don't know, but I know the score is 9 to 10, and a well-earned timeout is headed the third Impact squad's way.
Kat, go ahead and quickly give me an elevator pitch description of what a corner is.
A corner?
If somebody doesn't know where a corner is.
Oh, so you haven't heard of the corner. Well, it's this new fancy invention, right? We're big fans here at the company of corners. We believe in it. We actually, when we create our maps, we create them with 1 million corners. Actually, the most corners. the corniest maps possible, almost as corny as Chad Landis' jokes. The point of the corners are so you allow players to sneak into positions that require your agents to utilize their abilities to clear. And if they don't, they have to do it manually with their bodies, which can cost them anything from ultimates to utility to health bars to bullets, right? So that's what the corners are for. Make sure that you don't execute sites with a ton of much of anything. You have to invest in order to take map control. But you see, if the corner doesn't get checked, typically a player, if they do happen to hide in one of the 15 million corners on the map, they just shoot you.
Interesting.
So that's a corner and what it's useful for.
Cat, I don't like getting shot, so I think I'll check corners. Huh.
Right here.
You know, I'm glad that pitch came through. That made the elevator ride of the timeout go a lot faster. Appreciate that. Going into the next round, we're only 1 round away of a tied scoreline by Rock Bottom. In a way of when we saw the first 6 rounds of this map, we thought, man, Third Impact's going to run with it. Rock Bottom's never won a round. They've never won on bind, this team, Rock Bottom. Third Impact's only done so once. Still one of their weaker maps, but it's definitely not as weak as winless. Third Impact was looking good. Today's a day, baby.
Ooh, well, not for Shrouds. Zerg gonna find it with the Bladestorm. They're able to pick up the Vandal as well, but they'll take it on to the Jet who already had the Bladestorm. But I guess it works out if Zerg's good for 1 or good for 3. Keep the ball rolling. Is the Jet just doing it themselves, getting him into the site? No funny business. Obviously, they got a verbal lashing from the IGL here.
Yeah, corners anonymous
with the team. Hey, that's a good IGL right there. Just take the minute to fully yell at your team. Say, stop goofing around, gentlemen. And then come out swinging. You know for a fact they got led into there. If that's the play Zerg's making.
Being a bunch of goobers and check some corners, will ya?
Perseverance, a lot of corners to check here as they have to retake site now.
Yeah.
Same story for Matt. He's good for 1 early. Keep on ahead here, back to the site. Not even going to be worth it. Matt will say, psych, no thank you.
Because Perseverance is dead. There's no time.
Last player standing.
No, there's definitely no time.
It's funny you say that. There was time.
I don't think there.
No, he would have had that.
I don't think so.
No, he would have had that. I'm fairly certain. But who cares because he died anyway. No shot anyone will ever let you ninja because the bomb defusal sound is so loud.
It is very loud. Getting a ninja defuse on this game means the other player knew you started it and just thought you didn't hold it. That's it.
Yeah.
They always will know you really started it.
Throw smoke and sit off the ping. And sometimes get it through the spur.
So what they did after the timeout was say, hey, we're going to give Zerg a rifle. We're going to check corners, and we're going to send our entry duelist to do entry of the site aggressively, like Jet's supposed to do, which they haven't really done that much yet. So a lot of Zerg holding an operator, a lot more slower entries. Zerg, no, check corners! It worked the last round, man. Do it again. All alone, too. Nobody was there to support him. So now the rest of the team's rotating at A side, which luckily for them, it's only Matt. But, I mean, you say only Matt, and that could just turn this corner and spray down, get some kills.
Tough.
Ooh, wasn't ready for it. The push through.
Yeah, walked around Poison Cloud. Took him a little bit deeper in the wall than he was ready for. Virus Pit's going to go down here. Makes the corners a lot harder to check when you can't see any of them. Rain's Fury will deny plant for a moment being. Paint Shell is going to get involved from front of side 2, and they boosted Strauss to the top of the box.
That's Viper's Pit down. They have no site control at all right now, Cat. They're all funneled into U-Haul. It's all of Rock Bottom completely surrounding them on site. They're cornered.
And you know what time it is, baby. It's TP time.
If they can make it, Shrouds is here watching the corner.
Nebula and TP. They got the star down. It's a matter of putting it up. 20 seconds. Plenty of time.
Star's not in position to cover their cross.
Well, they recognize and they decide to swarm instead, where Shrouds is waiting on the top of the box. Position there quite earlier into the round. Good for 2. Rock Bottom 10-11. And once again, what's the culprit?
Corner for 400.
Yeah, corner for 400. You've hit the daily double. I guess now the daily quadruple. 4 rounds lost due to corners.
4 rounds lost due to just not checking corners.
All right. It's time to start it. Yo, Mods, can we clear the prediction? Can we get a new prediction?
How many corners do they
Third
not
Impact
check?
check the corner this round? All of Twitch chat, no. Making banks.
Hey,
Bad
so
boom
far
to
so
Divison.
good. They used
So far,
knowledge
so
to do it
good.
for them.
Hunter's Fury will undoubtedly get a couple to the back of the side as well. Zerg's in. Oh, Perseverance will connect
They
for
didn't
2.
look at elbow.
Film it.
And now, it's a little late for the smoke, Vanish. They're already dead.
But
A little bit
Sci-Fi's
off on
pushed
the
up,
Timing. Yeah, Sci-Fi's been able to get
Sci-Fi's
side
in
at
a-
the very least.
but doesn't know Matt's already in heaven. Will Evil look at heaven?
Find it.
Doesn't have to copy the ride there. Ooh, timing. That's unfortunate. The word he will be rewarded the pick on the Sci-Fi. Oh, Matt comes out of heaven as well. Jumps behind the divide. So there's no noise. Great play from him. 1v2 free
Just a
volt.
Spectre in hand. Could upgrade.
Phantom hand now. Same skin as well.
Does it go? Send it. Yes.
They won't know. They
Beautiful
won't know for
read.
quite a bit of time here. Cosmic Divide went down just after he already hit it. So they won't
30
know until he
seconds
actually gets to the plant. It would allow
Yeah.
him to sneak into CT if he would like to. I don't know if he'll know that information that we don't, though.
Huge opportunity. Is Shotguard, does that
Where did
hit
that go?
outside of CT door? I don't think he did.
Well,
Well, it didn't do any damage to them at least. It's going to be a tough turn. It's going to be 2 of them there. 1v2. Evil loses this if he swings it, most likely.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, no way. Perseverance is just weak enough that the Phantom Pains
Because it
didn't
can't
feel
do.
all that painful.
Because gonna scan
Has
through.
the info. Cat doesn't do it.
Oh, it's gonna get half.
He's sticking it. He's sticking
Hard
it,
sticking.
Cat.
Hard sticking. He doesn't swing.
He's still
He doesn't
sticking
swing. He gets played. Bro, he's so fake. The ball has the shot from Authority. Has the bigger stones in that scenario. 11-11. Oh my days. Sometimes you gotta risk it all. Pays off.
Bro. We were just talking about how like the only time a ninja viewers ever happens is if they just don't think you're actually sticking it. Evil was so low on HP. Like that's like to be fair, I thought he was going to die on the swing from elbow, looking down halls.
Yeah.
So living that long was impressive as it was. And at that situation, like you just need to get body shot once and you die. You get to hit their like head plus some with a Phantom. Like that was a rough situation for Evil and just guessed wrong at the very end. It
Sorry,
had to
too.
it was a 50-50 guess. He flipped
Yeah, hard-
heads, they called tails.
With the plant spot, because when he jump peeks there, he doesn't actually get any information. He doesn't see anything because he doesn't actually have the spike in his line of vision either. He has to swing wide. Meantime, 2 picks to come through. It's been swings wide for third impact, and they have not been successful. 2 info peaks die quite early, and this is a round they invested quite heavily into. So this loss, it might be wraps on the map.
Bro, I love the skin line. Sorry, I'm distracted. It's just
Pow!
so shiny
Wham!
and new.
Oof!
I love comic books and superhero stuff. That's so sick.
Right there.
Dude, Rock Bottom, I think we might take this map. I think we're going to game 3 at this point because their impact, they've fallen apart a bit. They've lost like strats, it seems like. They're stalling out a bit.
Yeah, and this round would pretty much equal the half they've
I say a
spent so
bit,
much
a
money
lot.
into this.
They burned a lot of rounds, actually.
One
Recon will
enemy
scan
remaining.
everybody.
Spike
Perseverance takes
down
full advantage.
A.
He's going to grab 2. Matt has another
flawless.
flawless for Rock Bottom. And there is quite literally
Match point.
$0 dues for third impact. They're looking at a hard force buy. They are looking at a lot of rounds lost. They're looking very disorganized. And what was a incredible first half is now turned into disaster. See if they can find some answer here, find an overtime.
The Evil is going out kicking and screaming, though. I'll tell you that much. Like, 27-16-4. Still looking really good, even on lost rounds. But Matt holding down A site. Rock Bottom is relying on Matt so much. Said, you got this, bro. You're top frag for the team. You're popping off a lot. Hold A site alone, please. We're going to 4-stack B, see what happens. They're
Fake
finally giving
incoming.
some support, but when they give support, it's going to be the B hit that's actually going to happen from their impact. The Seeker's giving away so much. Still have a lot of time to work with. They can do rotations. This is match
Can.
point for Rock Bottom. We might go app number 3 if they win this one round here.
Occupy it back into a short here. Initial fake snuffed out by the Seekers as prior mentioned. Hate to see it, really. Right now trying to sell a fake with the Jet, but it's been a lot of time coming since the noise was cut, so it should be quite obvious for the Rock Bottom defense here, and they've had the number for the majority of what has been the last 8 rounds. Fault lines out. Here comes the execute. See if they're able to find frags this time. It looks clean so far. The pieces are in place, but Shroud's to disrupt the lurk. Zerg's gone. Oh, map the tuck corner. We'll find Sci-Fi. It's a TP over. Mid-round calling from Frizzy to get the squad at least onto the bomb site. We'll do just that. Plan to go down now. Can they hold on? Oh, has to plant it in the paint shells, down to 16 HP. How's Rolling Thunder, though? If he can get away, he can disrupt the defuse, but I'll hear no information.
They have no
Try gonna cut him
crossfires.
off. Does Vanish
0
peek?
crossfires.
Oh, no one went elbow.
Vanish.
Vanish walk all the way around. If he doesn't peek, he'll hear defuse. Oh, this could have been played so differently. They'll throw the ultimate down.
We saw him cross in.
We know didn't get cut. They have information. Hunter's Fury's going to come out. They have to rely on Frizzy to just live for a little bit longer.
There's no way he
gets
makes it in
stuck.
time.
There's
There's so
absolutely
much.
no time. Won't see anything. Viper's Pit's going to be in the way. Good for 2, but
Defenders win.
Evo can only do so much to make it to map number 3.
Man, it came down close to there. I mean, they had some weak members or down players. They had to make an interesting play happen. Crossfires typically won't work out because whichever team has the player like life lead will typically win out on crossfire setups. Typically, so they're trying to just realize they're down odds in that situation, make some like unorthodox rotations happen and things like that. But good job by Jake to watch the CT flank, realizing Advantage has a high likelihood of pushing through that. And then the Viper Spit was huge by Matt, who was popping off, honestly, that game. Great series from Matt overall, even though they lost the first map. But then the second map showed up even better. Saw a lot of like multi-kills from Perseverance towards the end as well, stepping up when needed. Just great showing by Rock Bottom, and a map that looked like it was going to be a third impact way. They brought it back.
They brought it back indeed, and that takes so much mental fortitude after what was the second half of Ascent, leading up to the first half of Bind, and then somehow just flipping the switch and coming back swinging to bring it all the way back to the win. Now they've got Split. See if they're able to take that momentum, run with it, and get themselves a nice little win here to stay undefeated. We'll have the answers for you coming up here on map number 3 after the break. We'll see you around.
I know we grew up a little too fast. I miss the days that we chill and relax. Where did the time go? It all passed. Now I need to go back. I had no worries, but always had plans. Only thing I did was pick out the trash. Now it's much harder to laugh. Hard to get up and not work on my craft. I need inspiration. Don't need no validation. No more medication. Just try some meditating. I don't need you to save me. Feel like all of you hate me. Everything's been so hard with all the situations lately. I just need to numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain. I just wanna numb the pain. I just wanna run away. I don't know what else to putting up a fight because I love my mom, I love my family. When I was young, they would all look after me. I don't know why, but I feel like a burden. I spent my life overthinking my purpose. Can't really cry, I'm so used to the hurt. Trauma creeps up at me at the wrong moment. Oh, I just wanna numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain. I just need to numb the pain. I just need to numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing it. We've gone the distance today, all the way to map number 3. I said at the beginning, during that initial map select, I was hoping we'd get to see Split. It is the most fun map by a mile. Both of these teams on the defensive side of things have had fantastic reads coming all the way through Bind. Unfortunately for Third Impact, significantly better reads onto the other side of the map, and it stunted the growth, stunted the map score for them, and ended up in what could have been quite a substantial win.
Yeah, and
Chance
if,
for overtime and then a loss.
I'm gonna be real, Cat. Their greatest enemy and bind was corners, and Split has plenty of those.
Yeah, it
So
does.
if they can't overcome that nemesis, then I think Rock Bottom is gonna take it away. Because aside from that, which is a very big Third
it is.
Impact has looked overall better in this series. But man, they really stumbled in that situation. Rock Bottom, while I would say Third Impact has looked better overall, Rock Bottom is checking corners. And that's like so 101 of TAC FPSs. And Rock Bottom is doing it. And they won because they're just sticking to the 101s. They're doing what they know works. And they're just staying consistent. And that got them a win. It was a close match, both maps. So Split, I think it's going to be close again. We'll see which team come out on top, because I actually really like it when we get Split on map 3, because the series is split 1-1.
Oh, God.
I
get it, because it's like the score, like instead of being
Split.
2, it's 1-1, and like
I
the
just-
map is
you know,
called Split. And
when
that's,
it's
like, the
after
score.
midnight,
Yeah.
it's the little things that just gives me a little bit of a grin on my face.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I just like, like instead of together, like it's like the opposite.
Well,
Well,
we're going again.
I heard the game's ready, so we're gonna split from this conversation and get straight into agent
Oh!
select.
Nice, dude. I
Oh,
like
we'll
it.
split from the agent select too and get into the actual match.
Yeah. Well, we see Agent's board here. We got Cypher from Evil, not the Sova we usually see, because Frizzy's not going to be on Breach, he's going to be on Initiator of Sky. So this is a new look from Evil. We didn't get to cast them playing Split yet, I'd say. So let's see exactly how they look on these different composition agents. Let's see. I like Breach, though. I feel like Breach is solid on Split. I think you
think
can
so, too.
definitely go with a Sky Breach setup on Split. Just throw away the Cypher and run your Viper as like the Sentinel.
This is a nice.
Because Split is also so choke pointy that Astra feels like a Sentinel too. It's like 3 choke points is the map.
I'd be scared to throw away the Cypher, personally. I'd be scared to run it. I don't know.
Sentinels are great on this map. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not going to say like, hey, this is a bad team composition.
No, I know what you're saying.
I'm just,
Pulling them in.
they could have gotten away with it.
Well, we're on Cypher. Okay, well, got away with one. Matt's got a quick refrag to come back
We
forward.
take
Ground Eagle got
trades.
like no value. That's kind of wonky. Same good position. He activated on time. Just everybody jumped around it, went straight to ramp, acted like it didn't exist. And right now, there's no mid presence that exists.
Jake,
But the
though.
bait going on to water. They'll send 2 up all the way through.
Ooh,
Now
Evil with
would
their
it be
come
him?
up on the stairs. Oh, he doesn't go up the stairs.
Timing.
Meanwhile, Zerk finds a spike.
Last player standing.
Oh no, perseverance. The shots just don't connect. I'm talking about the ghost sometimes. Just a little inconsistent.
A little bit.
Authority trying to bring this one back.
The bloom
Both
is
players
insane.
rather low. Regrowth going to come through onto the teammate in any second now. He's got it.
Yeah, opposite side of the map from the spike, burning so much time just to get over there. I like it though. Checking corners. It's good. Oh, the jig is up. They know where he's coming from. So they're going to set up a firing squad. They're both very weak. They could get a quick like tap with the ghost to make that happen. That's why they fell off. Got a crossfire side angle instead.
They spike and leaves. Oh, Authority, a clean one tap. Vanish around the corner. Seal the deal though, just barely. Looking rather winnable, but the transfer wasn't quite there from Authority. Good for 2, but the third just didn't come through. Third impact, they got the pistol. Looking to bring it back just a little bit here. You know, the momentum definitely at the end of Bind, not how they wanted it to be, but looks like they shook it off in the break.
Yes, this should do.
Is that the first pistol they've won? I think they won one on Bind. They won the second pistol on Bind, right?
I do not know. That one I couldn't tell you, boss man.
I didn't write it down. Feels bad.
I think they want a pistol on Bind though for sure. I remember calling it. Prisoner's gonna grab one. Sci-fi with a quick trade. Sight has been achieved. Spike not in that general location just yet though. It will work its way there now. Now the plant is good to come down. Plant to the back of the site.
My favorite plant location.
Interesting. Zerg to come through. Slow is going to be good. Make this a very, very timely peek from him. Evolve. Timing going to be perfectly in his favor, but Shroud's the shots will be in his. Swing through. Double swing. Refrag for Zerg. The rest of the team has died in the meantime elsewhere. Pain shells are good from Heaven. Zerg to peek. Knows where both are. Good headshot for one. Tailwind to get away.
This is nothing.
Taps. Gonna force the peek. It's all about timing here, and Shrouds plays the Spectre to perfection. Jiggling while spraying. Good for the kill. Rock bottom. Take themselves an eco round. A little bit of a force, but
yeah.
We'll call it an eco.
These teams have been doing a lot of forcing in this entire series. Lots of forcing off of a pistol round loss. And it's had about a 50-50 success rate. Strength of the SMG at the very end there, you saw it. Shrouds just started spamming it while running, and then it would just... If they didn't find Zerg immediately when they actually were on the bomb, on the spike, they would just keep on running and keep on spamming. Works out every time.
Trying to see how this mid hold works out. They'll back off of it rather quickly. That's the right call to make. Everyone would have met the same pace as Sci-Fi, but for now it's only the Viper to die mid. Perseverance will be rewarded that frag. Paint shells are up. We'll clear space, and Matt will clear even more from the back line. Frizzy down from rafters. And now a swarm to the B site is active. Well, we'll take one back. Sprouts double satchelating in. Looking a little high there, Vol, and Shrouds has the kill. Vanish last alive, stuck behind his ice wall prison.
Spike planted.
And we'll chill. Did the crime, we'll serve the time. Hangs out towards the rope. Oh, he's breaking out. Ooh, breaking out might add a little bit of time to a sentence here as he peeks forward to Heaven. The Wardens are there. Back to Jaylee goes. Jake to finish the round. 2-1 for Rock Bottom, only dropping 1.
All right. How's that rifle round? Bladestorm available, so they're going to save on that, it looks like.
Yes, this should do.
One of the many strengths of jets.
That goes there.
With no Killjoy, they can't just like spam their utility over towards A site. They actually have to set up the trap wires and then
This is a nice
chill on cam instead.
This should do.
Be ready to swing it. We'll see. It's been a lot of mid control, honestly. It's been working out for Rock Bottom, but a lot of that came from weaponry advantage from last round. The blades are activated while util expended. Like that's a really good one-way lineup. I don't see Vipers use a one-way there very often.
Scout destroyed.
Nah, I like to see creative stuff like that too.
Yeah, same. Like the shock
third
bolt from
impact?
earlier as well.
Yeah.
Whew. You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. They're back to team that has, I think, incredible actual brainstorm sessions. You can tell the server work that they do offline. Just the little creative things they have, the little set piece executes they put together. Especially on Bind. More on the defensive side, ironically, though. The retake's a lot smoother than obviously the offensive attacks were because we didn't see a lot of offensive rounds converted, but nonetheless, right now we're going to see a chance for an offensive round to be converted for rock bottom. Collapse to get him in first. Zerg will give up the information with the cloud burst into the corner. Nothing going to be found for him. 2 frags early. The offense will storm towards side of all, tucked towards the back.
30 seconds
Will
left.
get swarmed in quite timely fashion. We'll find one though. Isolating 1v1s. Oh!
No way!
He'll hold the spray. He'll predict Matt, and Matt will play chicken with him. Doesn't expect him to hold, and will die
One
because of
enemy
the creep
remaining.
in the back of the site. Now finish. Frizzy, you grab 2. Take this round.
10 seconds
He's
left.
out. Gone until 30. Gonna get sprayed through.
Crossfire.
Timing.
remaining.
Out for
Committed.
1. Other one's planning. Has the spray transfer, but the recoil a little bit too difficult to control. Perseverance gonna save that one from despair. 3-1 for rock bottom.
Rock bottom looking good, man. They've been on an upward trajectory. For sure. People who bought stock in them earlier on would be rejoicing right now.
That's me. We've gone from rock bottom, baby. It's like Doge.
Rock bottom, baby.
That goes there.
You know about Shiba? Shiba's a new one. It's a new Doge.
Yeah, isn't that like 2 billion market cap now?
Dude,
Oh,
it's
crazy.
insane.
Shiba Coin going crazy. Good thing it's not a
Projected to get
scam or
to,
anything crazy like that.
Yeah, definitely not. Good thing. Whew.
Right now, the only thing getting scammed is mid control. They've got a Viper there, and not really, but there's a Rico, so let it slide. Must have got a little bit too many shares of Doge before it collapsed, eh?
Yep.
And that's going to be mid given away.
Love me
Rock
some meme
bottom will
coin.
take it. Sci-fi. Ooh. Paint shells will push him off that angle, and welcome to heaven. Rock bottom. Sitting quite comfortably. Haven't played out just yet, though. Dog will put hell clear. Vanish. Falls to Shrouds. Easy frag there every day of the week. Perseverance having a bit of a struggle towards heaven. Jake will help out. Corners! Sci-Fi benefiting this time, and so is Eval. Gonna get 1. Gun picked up for Sci-Fi. Wall out. Sci-Fi knows. Viper's
10
available.
bullets.
Does he run it?
Enemy remaining.
Here's info. The refrags there from Authority. They hold on yet again, but the Eco gets 4 weapons down.
Yeah. I haven't seen a closer eco without winning. It's actually impossible to be a closer
This
eco
is
without
my
winning.
spot.
Yeah, oh, that's true. I mean, I guess if you get another one, you
This should do.
win the round.
Because they also
That goes
force
there.
down ult and got more money because they got additional kill
Oh, this is a nice spot.
because of the resurrection.
Right.
Yep. Anyway, they have a lot of weapons to work with here. Speaking of weapons, stuck with a showstopper amounting to nothing and getting sprayed down. Unfortunate to
Strike
see.
down A.
It's a 2-for-1 trade overall for third impact.
I thought this was the open division. What's Sabrosa doing in here?
Oh! Oh, the mighty have fallen, cat.
Oh, Jake. Okay. Stands tall against Vanish. Take one
Spike
back.
planted.
3-on-3 now. Cosby Divide gonna go down. Heaven will be cut off. Seekers counter. Oh, Frizzy, you're too clean.
Cold
Jake
with
will
it.
fall. Sci-Fi out first.
One enemy
check the
remaining.
site.
One on the left.
Another clean
Check
shot. They
Ninja.
won't check Sci-Fi, but Frizzy's around. He's got the refrag. He's recovered. There's the finisher. We kind of got to see it. It was a weird angle. A little unfortunate. We got to see the player get booted into the sky. 2-4 for third impact. They got their first round, or the first round after the pistol.
My thanks.
Operator in Zerg's hands now. What can they do? Where do they go? I'm actually interested. It looks like B site. Operator users basically go vents to watch mid for market, B main to watch entry, and then fall back towards usually bulletin board. Or over screens on A site, watch long to entry.
That goes there.
Sometimes top of ramps of A, and they can fall back to heaven. There's limited options for an op user. Alas, it is still a very effective weapon if you can predict correctly where to send it, but now Zerg's gonna have to rotate all the way over to A site with it, which as we know is not an easy thing to do with an operator hand.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy thing to do, and I don't think we've seen anybody really do a good job of it yet tonight.
It's not common.
Yeah, quite ironically. I think Dip maybe had a couple frags, but most of the time it's additional work being done by the team to actually open up the retake. And it'll be a rotation coming through. Same R word. Basically same amount of letters. Different concept, though. Move away from the site. Nothing much to be found over towards A. They will tuck the Viper, though. They'll leave their heaven just in case. A little something comes their way. Something coming to Zerg. It'll be Shrouds in the mid. Not expecting out that long. It's one early. Sci-Fi to pick up another. Sneak all the way up garage for that one. Perseverance never saw it coming. And the numbers are dwindling here for Rock Bottom. The rotation came through, and suddenly
30 seconds left.
they're left with significantly less players. Oh, Matt.
Swing it hard.
The Zerg hit the shot, though. Just
Clipped
a wall
him.
bang.
Oh, clipped him.
Headshot from Matt. Yeah, clips both ways. Oh, Shorty's out. And there's another clip there, I'd reckon. Zerg would take one onto a full blind. Matt, Authority, throw the wall up to CT.
10 seconds
Instantly
left.
broke through. Frizzy, you're getting crazy with the refrag
Wow.
comes through.
Down.
What an animal.
Jake has that one.
There's
No
no
time
time.
left, though. And Zerg will seal the deal. 3 to 4. Pushes him off the scaffold to be a high-powered operator.
That's a breach, man, if I've ever seen one, man. The IGL breach bane. Screw it. I'm swinging out.
Oh, this is a nice spot. That goes there.
Welp, we are looking at a little bit of a save here, you could say. That's all there is to look at really into this round. Also, we can also look at a off-frag from Zerg. Feel the tailwind away. Second shot gonna be whiffed, but better to get out of there than to lose the gun, especially to a couple sheriffs. Sci-Fi will take down Matt, so he'll keep his quite handy. Main shells could be huge here. There's no tailwind available. Use it early. Shrouds will take the op down. And do a little bit more damage. Caught from rope, though. Op easy recoverable. 3 for Vanish. Tied up game.
Pretty straightforward anti-eco situation. They just kind of held longer angles. Rockbond trying to do anything they can to close the gap with their impact, using the utility to hold them back a little bit to cancel out, or just to fall back for more retreated
This
long
should
angles.
Oh, this is a nice spot. This goes here.
All right.
Ooh, one-way win. First try this time. Huge from Evol. It's about
Massive.
the time that we've seen, it's about a 75% completion rate. First round didn't quite work out. Ooh, shots working out yet again for Zerg. Good for the first. Red's gonna come through. Push sight with Seekers. So many ultimates available for everybody here in this round. Zerg will be pushed off by Mad. Too many players. He's overwhelmed. Frizzy from the back of the site. Flash to go through. Ooh, the Viper's been able to sneak around here. Can Frizzy hold for a bit? Sneaks away. Catches one towards hell. Very low. Sci-Fi finishes the job. Vanish getting involved from heaven as well. Sci-Fi's got another.
One enemy remaining.
Viper's pits down. Sci-Fi good for 3. Massive from the Viper. Jake trying to hold on. He's found the first 2, but of all to finish the job with the free pistol. 5 to 4 for third impact.
Spike diffused.
Nice finish. It was a bloody finish. Not able to keep a lot of people alive, but at least able to recover the operator. Luckily, it was on the edge there. And securing a round lead for them for the first time since pistol round.
This goes here. Oh, this is a nice spot.
Okay, we got a toxic screen going down towards 8. Cut off early screen peak. A little bit of heaven. Looks like it'll be a fake for later in the round. Same with this poison cloud that's going out instantly. Mid control will be the pick. We'll eat flash as well, so real potential here. Sci-Fi into mid box. More than spotted out, but good for a frag. Very low HP though. Gotta rely on Vanish to stay alive here in this one. Push even further. Sci-Fi risking it all. No payoff for now, but goes for a snake bite, and that's finally biting off more than they can chew. Authority will finish the job.
Here.
Gun not recoverable though. They recognize Matt's presence over towards rope as well. He'll play for it. He'll make his way through. In heaven for the moment being, we'll get to the close box. Oh, Zerg whips the shot. The operator will fall to the Spectre. It's been recovered as well by Matt. Can they find much more than this? They have a high-powered gun. There's definitely a chance for this one. And now they'll get connected together.
Matt's been stepping up a lot for Rock Bottom. We saw him have a huge impact in Bind, especially. But even the loss of Ascent was still looking really good. Now it was able to acquire the Operator, be a big impact point for the team. Authority is in a little bit of a pickle, but baits him into the waiting arms of Matt. But now it exposes Matt's location, he gets punished effectively, and it's all down by Authority. He has to hit these sheriff shots. One in the chamber. One bullet in a dream. Can't quite get the headshot. Pace the shot just slightly to try to secure and ensure that the headshot was lined up, but that gave the time that Evil needed to hit the shots themselves, knowing that the enemy is only 21 HP, very weak. One chop to the body was all that was needed. And the recovery of the Operator, yet again, back-to-back rounds where Evil closes it out, last alive, and then donates the Operator over towards Zerg. Hey, buy me. Buy me.
Well, it is worth mentioning that
This should do.
the gun dropped from Authority there at the end of the round is a Sheriff. Because the team was on an Eco. They almost won the round. So Third Impact's still going to have money to buy because they've won 5 in a row. But, it's not a mountain of cash left. It's one more rebuy after this round. So, Rock Bottom keeping themselves in it with a pretty nice eco round. Pretty good mid-presence. Just made it happen. Found some nice frags. Now this round, they'll work their way up mid yet again, immediately occupying.
Close angle that has no tailwind with this close angle is actually really precarious for Zerg. If they miss the first shot, they're probably dead. Unfortunate for Frizzy to fall down like that. Perseverance coming up big. Saw multi kills from Perseverance and Bind. So I talked about Matt coming in massive for the team. Perseverance just had these shining moments as well. And right now in a 4v2 situation on the site, it's going to be a slow rotate for Evol, watching for flanks, lurks. Zerg, the first one to show up, but
Spike planted.
switches to the Operator right when they turn and look at somebody right in their face. Of course, it's Perseverance doing that.
Showed up and showed out, you could say. While all alone towards spawn. While going to be in the way of this team exiting site, ironically. Going to have to break it in order to get out of bomb range. Which will alert Evol. So he'll be in position to frag. Unless they all go rope, which there's plenty of time to do as well. But our wall's gone, so no worries. Now we'll play forward. Evol will get one. 2 more on the way, but he'll head away. Satisfied with what he's gone. Such a smart player. Recognize when you've done what you can do. Get away. Get the gun into the next round. It'll be 6-5.
Yeah, Evil was the last one alive. The last 2 rounds
Last round
pushing up for
in
the
the
team.
half.
But if you're 1v3, 1v4, I don't know about that one. So good job with saving. That's definitely the right call there. Kami means that actually wouldn't have really mattered either way. Now I'm looking. No, it would have mattered. Because now they can buy up. Yeah. So they actually would have been in a little bit of a tough spot if they didn't save that weapon. So great call by Evil. Good heads up awareness. 4 ultimates to use. It's the last round and a half. So we're going to have Seekers. Cosmic Divide ×2. Viper's Pit used immediately in mid. That's the best place to use it typically. And Neural Theft in case they get kill. Oh, he's getting spammed out. Sci-Fi, so much util. They threw everything in kitchen sink at him just to force him out, and it worked.
Yeah, mid control is trying to get countered by the pure ultimate, but still not to be. Zerg to take one. So no lurk to come through this round. Ooh. Donked in the dome by the paint shells. A little unfortunate. A lot of damage done early. And even more going to be done towards the control of the B site. Ezio back away. Ooh, Vanish comes with 1. A second as well. Huge from the back of the site. Perseverance betrayed now. And a res is going to come through. So Plant going to go down. Most definitely. Showstopper now online. As Shrouds is back into this round. And it'll be used instantly down CT. Frizzy is away.
The moment the wall goes down.
Has to hit that shot. Doesn't hit it. Evol is good for 1. The refrag is more than available for this team. They'll swing. Perseverance will have it. We're tied up.
All tied up going into the half.
Switching
Is this going to be attacker sided or defender sided, Cat? It used to be heavily defender, so split changes happened forever ago. Ever since then, it's been kind of 50-50. And that's exactly what we just saw in that first half of this final
It is.
match of the series to determine which team remains undefeated. The open bracket, the Boom TV Proving Grounds. We'll have only 2 more games of these Swiss rounds after this. 2 more weeks. So whichever team wins this one is in an amazing spot to be able to make it out in the playoffs, that top 8.
Yeah, especially with top 16 making it through.
Yeah, top 16. So I think it's possible. I think this is...
Oh, 100%.
If my math is right, they're guaranteed making it out if they win this round. If they lose this game, I think it's possible they don't make it in the top 16, though it's highly unlikely.
Yeah, highly unlikely. I think the top 8 even is like 2-1 right now, so I think it'll be all right. Jake will find one. Leaf tried to come forward. I think this map really isn't sided anymore. I think it's all about mid. I think the mid control of this map is the most important aspect, and we didn't really see incredible mid control come through into Rock Bottom's attacking half, so... Or, put it the opposite way. Explain it later. As we get into heaven. Already. Straight through mid is TI. See what they can play off of it. Nothing quite yet. Snakebite and Slow will combine for a stall. They're able to tailwind away. Straight into another classic shot as Shrouds will hold down heaven for the moment being. But now 2 more players to occupy the space. Flash is going to be shallow. Right click is good for 1.
Enemy remaining.
No way.
My days. Shrouds deadly from the rafters will take 3. Ball to get 1 towards the other side of the map, but very much
30
far away
seconds
from
left.
home right now. 30 seconds left. Kind of just has to run it down here and hope for the best. Hope he can hit all these shots. And Shroud's hungry for the pick. Walks away at just the right time.
Saw him.
Definitely saw him.
Erased.
Good for 1. 15 seconds. They're all there. They're all close
10
spike.
seconds left.
Shots aren't good. They will take it away. Rock Bottom. They've got themselves the pistol here. Got the lead going into the second half. I was going to say the hold from Third Impact in terms of mid on the defense wasn't that insane. Constantly one player donated and just absolutely ran through. So it's a matter of if Rock Bottom can have a better hold. If they do, I think they have this one in the bag.
Yes, even though the changes were made to split to where it's not as heavily defensive sided anymore, it's pretty 50-50, it still comes down a lot of times to who has proper mid control of the map, because that can give you a lot of angles to work with for threatening lurks, for collapsing on like B side, especially from multiple angles. Having the heaven control of B side honestly gives you so much advantage on the site. It's a little tough to go through events, but even still, you can at least threaten it if you have mid control. It's like Rock Bottom is falling way back as well, despite having a Sage. Sage is too busy getting a kill on A side.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Finding the head there. And as mentioned, Sage finding the kill over towards A. Early round. Spike going to be recovered here for Third Impact. They haven't found much of anything on the eco just yet. Other than, of course, some misfortune. To play their way now into A. Still, it's going to be the dual hold into heaven. Sky flashes will be available. Still Sage slow as well. No utility's been utilized into this round just yet. There's the first slow gone now. Wall up towards rope just collapsing. Strauss will find a second. So peek aggressively into mid. Sci-Fi will fall. Authority on the perfect angle here. How about timing? Left a little too soon, but Strauss shows up just in time for the refrag. Find both. 4K for the raise. 8-6 into the bonus, and they'll have the Phantom going in.
2 rounds in a row that Strauss has come up big. A player that's been a little bit under the radar in comparison to players like Matt and Perseverance on the team, but Strauss, 17-11, back-to-back massive rounds to just launch the team into some momentum. They're going to have to deal with the rifles here, but we'll see if Strauss can keep popping off, because they have a showstopper already going to round number 3 of this map, and defensive side naturally starts on high ground, which is just showstopper favored.
Yep.
They might just pop that blast pack into mid as well as soon as they see any kind of presence being shown.
Is looking like the plan right now. Shout's looking like a vulture. Just looking for a bit of roadkill in mid to make his prey. For now, let's be a one way to play off of. Zerg's occupied a sliver of mid. Not into rope just yet though, not into mailroom either, so not really mid control just yet. Recognizing that rope pretty much clear here unless they tuck that close corner. Shots will turn flash.
Nice flip.
There's a showstopper. Oh, great updraft from Zerg to survive.
Massive dodge.
Yeah, huge awareness. Now, we'll push on. Shouts has to give way. Hopefully his teammate advantage to the back of the side is capable of providing something of value. Jake rather flipped different teams now. Apologies. Still towards garage. Not out just yet. 35 seconds left, and there's the first pick. Now they'll start to work ahead off the contact. One towards heaven, it's Zerg. Off to rafters now. Jake tucked and caught by Zerg, so he's gone. Frags will come through on the other side of the map. And Perseverance will grab one. Refrag for Zerg. Has a flash available. Neural Theft comes through. Recognize 2 to CT right now. Perseverance stuck towards hell. They get lucky with the timing. He'll grab one. Vol with a quick trade. Still 2v2 here. Numbers even. Guns acquired for Rock Bottom. They'll slowly start to work their way out. Authority drops. Gonna be heard out. It's good. Push to an angle here. Refrag is there, but only one. Matt's gonna combine with himself to pick up the last 2. 9 to 6 for Rock Bottom. They chug along.
Dude, Rock Bottom is looking really good to be able to close out the series right now. They just won the bonus. It was a close one, but hey, if you win the bonus, you won the bonus. That's massive still, because their impact, they're going to have to go into a save most likely here unless they decide to force and go crazy and wild. Which was interesting that we've seen them, like both teams, forcing after losing a pistol round majority of the time. And they decided to full save here, go into like a heavy hitting rifle option, and then lost it. So they went for the save and then lost the rifle. That's huge. Impact to third impact. Lineups. Sci-fi. Using it for a B site. That drops over towards ticket booth. Kiosk. Bulletin board, whatever you want to call it. Technically bulletin board, but it takes so long to say it. Whew. Just like it takes so long to get the trade. Vanish though gets a double.
Yeah, that shot a little quicker, huh?
Oh, yeah, that was fast. Yeah, that was fast. That was fast.
Possibility to grab orb here as well. Haven't done so. Instead, focused on the prize, which is that spike plant. Perseverance good for 1. Zerg will have another second sheriff shot to connect this round. High value from both. Authority. Oh, that's not going to line up. Sci-Fi's won either though, so catches a lucky break and will heal now. 2v2. Somehow Zerg doesn't have a weapon because that second kill's on rafter, so gun's a little bit far away. Can't really play for it. 2 tucked to the back of the site. Vanish will have that Phantom, of course. See if he can make good with it. Zerg gonna be the bait. Oh, looking to swing. Vanish getting lost in the sauce almost. Authority will take both. Rock Bottom take a 10th. A wide swing.
Vanish already hit his 2. The second shot on the sheriff to take down Strauss was nuts. Already did their job of making that round seem winnable. Couldn't quite close it out though, unfortunately for them. 10-6 from Rock Bottom. This is the biggest lead we've seen Rock Bottom have all series.
All season.
I almost said it. It is like nearly 1 a.m. It's been a
no,
long
I
day.
just think it's. I think the concept that's like we've been like watching all the VODs.
Yeah.
And all the games have been hella close, and this one just finally they're up 4 rounds.
For the series, for sure, this is their biggest lead we've had so far, and they're looking really dominant. Like if you didn't see their history of these teams, you didn't see...
Chad,
nice job. Trapwire still there. Yes.
Chad, that was the first strike video. You remember the first strike videos they'd play, like the instructional videos? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, for the
like during the breaks.
For the cyber cage.
Yeah, the one was like you can throw Cypher Cage over the top of the wall.
Yeah,
so
you
can safely cross. That's what that was. Man, I haven't seen anyone do that since about 8 months ago.
No way. People do that all the time.
No, people do not do that all the time.
Yeah, they
People do not do that all the time anymore.
Hey, chat, do people do those cypher cages all the time?
No.
Let me know, chat. Let me know in the chat.
Grab one, right click to come through for Zerg, but now he's got no knives, so he'll be taken down by Jake. Free frag to come through. Trust the teammates though for the refrags, and they're good for it. Perseverance to heaven. 2 flashes available. First one to go out. Good fake flash. Frizzy crossed up mentally and in the server. Still fall away. Paint shells are towards close bulletin board. Nobody's home to answer the call on them, so no value to be gained. both playing back a site here is kind of scary. They should have
Well,
some
they're-
time for refrags, but they'll spot both on the initial peak. Shouts will call the Perseverance. They'll come together for the last two. 11-6, rock bottom. Now an even bigger lead this season. Looking to close it out.
And they have all ultimates to work with as well. Rock bottom, high on momentum, high on economy, high on everything right now. High on life, even.
baby.
More so if they win out this map, this series, stay undefeated. Stay undefeated, man. Perseverance as well. Very aptly named for this team is they were down, looking not so hot on Ascent. On Bind, they stayed with the perseverance of just continuing to play the 101s despite being trailing behind the whole time and backs against the wall. But they're able to win it out. Check the corners. And now, Perseverance is a player who just keeps getting better and better as the series is going on.
Yeah, Perseverance, eh?
Yeah, good name.
Call this team Drake. They started from the bottom and now they're here. See if they can finish the job. So the third impact offense that's here right now, making their way into the site. Paint shells out for Shrouds. Got a peek on the Frizzy. Stuck in the slow. The combination is fantastic, Chad Lantis. Sci-Fi will find a trade, though. Will save the team from what could have been disaster. Start to think about a potential rotate, but Viper's Pit is currently occupying the middle area.
Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and ignore it, it looks like. Oh, they're rotating to mid. Interesting. They use an Earl that they know Sci-Fi is in there. Sci-Fi Matt.
Don't matter if they know if he's hitting the shots. Simple as that. Jake will shut him down into
Matt's
CT.
there. Just missed him this timing.
Uh-oh. This timing could be
Will
everything.
Matt
We'll see if
turn
Matt
around?
cranks. Does.
Oh, he's looking. He's looking.
That's a scary one. We'll have to wait on that as
that's a
he's
scary
like
one.
getting
He
taken in the
left it
meantime.
too. He keeps going back and forth, man. I don't know.
Oh, Evol's gonna win it? Evol's sees him later and still wins it. That's huge from him. Zerg, another huge one.
Massive, actually.
Rez to come through CT. So they've got flashes back in this one. At least one on the Perseverance. We'll
They've
see if
used
they're
3
able to
ults
persevere
for
through
this round.
3 ults and hopefully enough to convert into a W. Start to work their way down. So we're going to be rather low in the corner, but he's got a refrag potential right from close pillar. 2 teammates, in fact, won't even need a Zerg. Has the pick. Perseverance all alone now. 1 flash in the inventory. First pick gone. Flash is there. Trying to go to CT. We'll grab pillar. Zerg's low. He expects him to be tucked box still. That's his last known position, but he moved to CT. The repositioning wins Zerg the round. It's 7-11. Third impact finally. They win another.
So much investment to that round to lose it. That's still that like sweet spot I talked about on Ascent. Haven. Bind, I mean. Okay, so talking on Bind, where like if you're at round 18, because it was 24 rounds in like the relegation,
Yeah.
you have a pretty good shot of getting your ultimate back if you use it that round. So
Right. Yeah,
Spin 'em
one
out.
ult orb and
Even-
die. 5
pretty
times.
much for a lot of the ultimates,
Yep.
it's like 1 or 2 ult orbs or kills, and then you die the rest of the times, and then you'll have your ult for the last round of regulation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to timing. Sci-Fi's barrel has been spotted in the back end of the nebula. He's alive and well.
No!
Jake has fumbled the entirety of the bag. B-side is wide open. Third impact knows. Seekers will go out to make it even more obvious. Plant will go down quite easily. Rock bottom have nothing into this one, but in fairness, they didn't really buy anything either.
Yeah, you still gotta get that kill though, man.
You gotta hit those.
Gotta hit those.
Just pre-fire him or something.
It's easy. Just click their head.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I could be a pro easily. I'm so good at
Yeah.
this.
It's so simple. Why am I not out there?
You could be out there, Chad.
We
One
just
of
need
those
to find a
players, man.
manager or a coach
Oh, dude.
or 3 more teammates. And then
Creative
we have a
managers
team.
hit me up. Hit me up in
just-
DMs. It's easy. We don't even need the other 3 players, I don't think.
Dude, we can manage ourselves. We can coach ourselves.
Oh, I don't have the time for that.
Headshots.
Shazam does it. Why not me?
Hey, well, couple frads you to trade it out in the meantime. Chad's looking for a couple more. Won't happen for him. Rest of the of the spike. They take 2 weapons down, though. That always feels kind of nice. Third impact. will have their 8th. They'll have a rebuy, and we will get a chance to break ecos for both teams, depending on this result.
Yeah. It's a strategy that's like very interesting in like concept of playing super slow like they did on rock bottom there. Because they're on eco, they invest in nothing, just die, so they don't get the kill credit as well as the ult credit towards their impact in a situation that's basically unwinnable. But just it feels weird because you're just like, I'm just going to willingly just go and die to the spike, the blast, and just avoid them to lose, to save nothing.
Here.
Feels weird, but it's the right call. It's the one that Rock Bottom made, so because of that, it's a big part of why they're going to be able to break the bank if they can win out this round. Jake, so many Nebulas used. Ooh, nice little pick from Frizzy, the IGL.
Good pick indeed. It won't give sight presence just yet. Gotta wait for the Raptor players to swing around, and now pretty much sure they've got this one. Ruba spotted the CT. Noise is there as well. Persevere's gonna get a refrag. Jake will come through all the way into heaven and grab a pick. Blank on the way, but I'll leave it before it gets there. In the meantime, Jake causing chaos in the site. Good for another trade. Order up. The Vols got that one. Authority now around towards heaven, just getting there. 1v2 on the retake. Has a low Frizzy towards the back of the site. He's going to have a flash now back in his inventory, though. Tripwire to the front of the site. We'll catch out Authority quite easily. All I got to do is throw the flash and then double swing. Waiting. No flash. Authority will walk around.
The time is
running
so
shorter
much.
and shorter and shorter. Authority's around. Good for one. Shorter yet still.
Yeah, we're
Authority.
that.
Yeah, nothing going to happen.
Go for the save. Okay.
Gets away, but does not get the round.
Oh, Evil doesn't.
Well, kill on Ninja Diffuse, Chad. Come on.
I think their eco is just good enough that it doesn't matter that much.
Well,
Not
I
that
reckon
much.
it matters in the sense that he would have bought Zerg instead, and Zerg would have full armor. But I don't know. It could have implications. It could have implications in the future. Yeah.
I don't know.
It
if
could.
would mill. Yeah, I guess he could have actually.
It could. It
Yeah, he
could.
could have bought it.
But that's a story for another day, because that ain't how the
Yep.
round went. It's taking the Matrix, baby.
Yep.
It's 11-9. It's what it is. And we're looking at, once again, what could be the scuffing of a team, depending on the results of this round. Early slow comes out.
All right. Last time we saw Rock Bottom have hella ults, they actually lost the round despite spinning a lot of them. We'll see if they can find more success this time around. They're allocating Shrouds over towards B main instead of mid control, putting the Sage to mid, which is where we commonly see Sages, honestly. So I was surprised to see Authority not in mid for so often this half. I like
That's damn
seeing
predictable.
Ray's combo with Sage because you can do the slow orb and paint shell combo. Do that in mid. You can use the boombot for forward info. It's not what we get here. They push past it. Matt, low exposed.
Ooh, Perseverance got the refrag. And will sneak away as well. But is he ready for rope? No, sir. That's what happens when you have no mid control. Allows Lurk to come through. Sci-Fi good for another. Make it 3. Make it 4 for the show. It won't be. Jaco shut it down. We'll pick up a Phantom as well. We'll now play towards screen. Into a 1v3. Good for players here. Camera spotted. Taken out. But screen presence will be more than given away. Instant crossfire coming his way. He jumps the trip, not quite there. A little bit shallow. The ball to finish the job. 10-11 for third impact. So they put pieces back together in quite a monumental way. Rock Bottom, they've got a timeout. Wouldn't
There you
be
go.
bad to...
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Look at that.
Hey.
Huh.
Man, we could manage ourselves.
Man, we could
You're
coach
right.
ourselves, brother. Shoot.
I
Hot
have to
dog.
run this thing. I'm making an LFT post right now.
Good play for VCS this weekend.
Hey, cover this timeout. I'm gonna make the post.
All right. So right now what we want to see from Rock Bottom, I want to see Ray's combo with the Sage up in B Heaven and control from there. Use that combo, wombo combo of the slow orb with paint shells. Use the Viper on B side. You can control the Poison Cloud very easily for B main. And from there, you can have Sky as a hover from A Heaven, and then allocate Astra on site, maybe back towards like an elbow or something of that sort. I actually don't want to see their economy. I don't think they can actually buy up this round. So maybe don't actually do the allocation this round and just kind of death ball it up down mid and push through for a flank or something kind of crazy. We've seen it work out half the time tonight over the two series that we watched. We're going for some crazy eco rounds. Yep, it's going to be an eco. So go ahead and just do something crazy, I think, this round. Death ball it up. That'd be a good strat. But then the allocation I talked about before actually would be really sick. I want to see that happen. And it's not something that we've actually seen a whole lot so far.
I know. I think we also haven't really seen a ton of mid presence in general from Third Impact, both on their defensive side and now on the offense. It's like they're scared of it. It's like their ex-girlfriend. Then they just don't want to mess with it anymore. I don't know. Like, I feel like we haven't seen them touch it at all. So we've really only seen allocation of like one player from rock bottom. They just constantly rotate around which player it is, deciding what util they want on a different site. And it hasn't been a problem at all. There's only one round that didn't put a player there, and Sci-Fi walked up Heaven, but I don't see that happening again.
Whoa,
Here we'll find one
late
early towards ramp,
to the
wide
show
open.
crowds.
Even wider. If all
Alright,
have a second frag.
This is an anti-eco. So these swings, the timing was working for Third Impact and the superior weaponry. Everything's going the way right now. Oh, what's the timing?
Headshot.
And just escort the spike through. Get it playing on A site. Chip chop. Slap chop. Send it.
Planted.
It's really a question of what eco damage can rock bottom really do here, but the economy for Third Impact at this point is pretty good. So we're getting to the end of regulation.
There you go. I was waiting. I didn't want to say anything. I was going to cover it after. I can't believe this.
Can't believe this. Sci-Fi watching the anti-lurk. I think it might have been close enough to hear the steps in the water. But it was only one person.
Enemy remaining.
Later.
Will they expect the second? Might as well cross the T,
Yup.
dot the I.
Nope.
No! The timing.
3 frags there.
Yep. Third Impact,
Side
like,
up.
they showed
Gun
up,
round.
dude. Like,
Welcome to gun
they
round,
just-
baby.
They just switched gears, man. Like, they were looking
did.
lost at the start of this half.
Really, multiple times.
Yeah.
Just looking at chunks of rounds.
Yeah, look at that. Like, the swings on the score line. Like, rock bottom started off good, and then Third Impact figured things out, and rock bottom started, like, figured things out. Third Impact then made their adaptation. All right, raises over towards A site. Not working with the stage. I don't like that very much. But, hey, man, if it works for them, it works for them. It's not like it's a bad
Sacrifices.
strategy. It's just not the one I would go with.
That's fair. As a coach for the brand new
Bomb buddy out.
Catlantis organization, I can understand your opinion and very highly value it. Much
I
more
think
active mid
Catlantis
control
would be a
coming towards-
great
That's what I'm
org
saying.
name.
I'll pick up a team. Let's pick up Rock Bottom. They're a free agent team. Let's take them. Pay
Are
like,
they?
yeah, I'll pay like $10 DoorDash credit a month.
Guys,
for each
I'll
player.
buy you
I've got your
Please take that.
$10
They would
DoorDash
take it too,
credit,
is the thing.
bro. I'll buy your entry into as tournaments and give you $10 DoorDash credit.
No,
per
just the
month.
DoorDash. Honestly, if I offered them just the DoorDash, they'd accept it. Is the funny thing.
You can do DoorDash. I'll pay their way into tournaments.
Perfect. I'm actually
We'll,
game.
we'll tag team it.
Deal.
Hey, Rock Bottom, if you're listening,
They have to win the game.
we've got an offer if you win this.
See if that ends up being the case. It's Third Impact right now, looking to barrel it down out of heaven here.
I'm out of
Is he caught by Rafter? Or actually, that's the race might be hell. Actually, you have no idea. It is hell, but it's dead, so it doesn't matter. Ball swing. Zerg over the top ropes. We'll take down Jake. That site secured. Has to go down. Res is available, but no bodies nearby. Updraft any minute now. Oh, shots aren't good, but vanish. Don't worry, brother. I got you. Last two headed over towards screens now. Will start to make their grand entrance. But we'll opt against it. Not quite a lot going on here. And they don't really have anything in terms of money. And we'll need some for what will be their last full buy of the game, potentially.
Oh my god.
Kill 2 more.
Player standing.
Nope. Nice.
There you go.
Doesn't save the gun. Doesn't save the gun. Terrible. Oh! See?
Whoa,
That's
were
what
you
we
saying?
call the reverse caster
Match
curse.
point.
If I didn't say that, he was dead. If I didn't say that, he was dead.
What were you saying about a potential future player of ours, Cat?
Cat Atlantis fans,
Don't
you
you
are welcome.
dare count out
I
Perseverance.
made that happen. If it wasn't for me, we would have no rifles going into this round. We have to.
Jokes
Sit in the
aside, man, this
slums.
is still a really rough spot for Rock Bottom. Even though they saved
Yeah.
that rifle and got 4 kills, the economy has been so good for third and back because of
Also-
that insane streak that this is going to be a rough round to win. And this is map point and serious point for third impact. Sci-Fi has woken up. The rest of third impact started waking up as well.
There's so many ults in this round,
So many ults, man.
and
You
not
don't
a
want-
single one's been popped yet.
You don't want to be the guy who dies with an ult. Don't
Oh,
do
especially not on this round.
it. Don't do it.
When
Yeah,
you
not
gotta
on
play
this
off your
round.
ults, if you die with your ult, you're a clown.
Win or lose is the last round of regulation.
Yep, a relegation.
Of the main rounds. There you go.
Yep.
That's a safe way of saying it.
Here we go B. Bird is out. Line is no good. Seeker is available for the defense. Stinger value. Good for 1. Ooh, the discipline from Jake to get him back to sight to stay alive for the moment being. In front of the divide.
All right,
Can
Jake, use
actually
your
hear
own.
everything if he just sits in front of it. Revolves around on the flank. Good for 1, and we'll head away. Happy with what he's received. Had to go down now. Showstopper looking to break it up.
30 seconds left.
Stroud's very far away from the action. His teammate's fallen. Need a refrag with the big old rocket. He can. Good for 1. Evolves around. Good for 2. Huge from the Cypher. Now Shroud's all alone. No plant down just yet. 15 seconds. No thought to come through. They've gathered all the info they need. They'll fake the plant, and they'll double up on him. Zuri will finish the job. Third impact. After going through hell and high water, they find their footing. They take the last map 13-11, and they take it 2-1.
All 3 maps being extremely close this series. Rock Bottom was looking really good, but third impact, they just picked it up at the very end. Sci-Fi was a little bit out of sorts for most of Bind, honestly, which was surprising in the first part of Split, but like kicked it himself into gear towards the end, really showed up and started slaying out. Evol, I'd say, is the MVP of the entire series, honestly. Just very,
100%.
very consistently top fragging for the team. If not top fragging, then still like up there and just constantly providing so much good utility for the team and everything like that. Just very consistent. Player just stepped up. It was a tough match. Third impact started checking corners and split, and Rock Bottom just didn't have just not enough to close out in the end.
Yeah, I like your point about Evolve, because even on map number 2, Evolve had a good performance. He showed up. Frankly, he straight carried the game, and they still lost. So it's not to say he didn't have potential in that game. You can only do so much as one man at the end of the day. And Evolve really made the difference. Top of the scoreboard, like every single map. The man is absolutely insane. I know we had 4 going into Bind. I think there was 2 more in that last map. So 6 clutches, 5 or 6 in general from him alone, which is absolutely ridiculous. Dude's got ice in the veins, makes all the difference. And I honestly, Chad, I'm just surprised that Third Impact even comes back in this thing, because the momentum I felt like after the second half of Bind was just gone. I didn't think there was anything happening at all. But the fact they're able to come back and then take what is another really close map after an absolutely grueling series is quite impressive from this young team.
Definitely was impressive. Both teams really showed up, and based on how the open bracket looks, like they're actually still both looking really great for making it out into the playoffs. Third Impact staying as one of the last 2 remaining undefeated teams on the open bracket side. Rock Bottom, they take their first loss, but they're still sitting there at 3-1, which is still really nice. And with only 2 weeks to go, as long as they take at least 1 more win, I think they're solid. Even if they lose 2 in a row, they might still make it out in playoffs. It'll be close, but I'm sure they will, based on how they're looking there. And I think they have the perseverance on the side for sure. But Kat, I mean, I think that's going to do it for us at this point, unless you have something else to say.
Well, of course I got something else to say. Hey, next Thursday, we're here again, ladies and gentlemen. This is week 4. There's 5 and 6 on the way, and then November 20th and 21st is going to be those final tournaments. 5K for the semi-pros and 1K for the open division. So make sure you're tuning in next week, same time, same place, same people, same folks, both in front and behind the cameras. We'll see you there. Make sure you follow the socials, boomtv.com and at boomtv on Twitter. And we'll see you next week. Peace out.
Deep in the dark, down on my knees, I've seen things that you wouldn't believe. I was lost until I found that I'm invincible. Nobody gon' bring me down. Here we go. I'm invincible. Nobody gon' bring me down. That I'm invincible. Nobody gon' bring me down.